break it down.
हेलो 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 व्हाट्सअप क्या यार, क्या इंटरनेट है मेरे को यार कोई द मेजर इशू इज सिंपल। जो हुआ मेरे साथ, मेरे को मैंने मैप वन फिर पता है गाइस फोन पे ये देखा है, ऑनलाइन मतलब ऑनलाइन देखा है वीसीटी के चैनल पे एक्चुअली। Map has started. Loud as one the first.
All three so far have gone to them. For EDG, it's going to be a minute before they can heat back up. They're down to pistols.
भाई ये लोग 2-13 जीते हैं। मेरे को लगता है पेपर एक्स वाला गेम फट से देखने मिलेगा।
It's always difficult when Loud play the way they do. Like, I feel like there's going to have to be real dedication to just being wary of where QCK is going to be, because he could be everywhere. Like, the fact is, he is going to pressure all over the map. He's going to have supportive utility from Counting at times. He's also going to be looking to farm up those orbs, because it really does help with the aggression. So I feel like EDG are going to have to play their defaults well. And in the last round particularly,
pin के cheese was not unnecessary नहीं है।
No way in, that was definitely a problem.
Immediate spams through
क्या
this
spam दे रहे भाई?
Well, Howdong's definitely got the shorter end of that stick.
Howdong का HP देखो, short या Kang.
Is down. Okay, EDG, they've got a little bit of punch packed in this one. For the defensive side, they've lost full mid control. So it's time to go walkabouts. A site is under threat from behind, so they're going to secure the front. QCK's already made it past. The timing is key. He's picked his angle, picked the right angle indeed. Although the shots don't land, the flash in hand, and it almost cost him his life. But the timing was good. With Howdong down, the heal can be found by
the heal to kar le.
Out of there, actually. He's just going to give up the control entirely.
Yeah, not wanting to try and stick around versus the pistols.
You haven't healed, man.
Under the control of their opponents. They don't really have the cipher that we've seen from many others, from Chichu on the other side, that gives them that extra bit of information.
Plant मिल जाएगा आराम से 4v।
The cipher on this.
पकड़ा।
Kankan, he was one of the major dangers. Look at the rest of the weaponry that's available for EDG, and it definitely isn't pretty. Even an extra kill or two, though, in this post plant could be huge.
3v4.
Well, this is it, especially with the plant spot, right? Like, this is all about spamming. The downside is two classics, not really going to have the best at times. Nobody know where to go. Found an angle eventually.
Hello.
But Chichu on another. Now there's a real chance for damage. Shock Dart close.
भाई साहब क्या सीन है लो?
Kawanzin's now the last man standing. He might not even be able to win this anymore. If he does, it's going to be at a heavy cost, and he's out.
Fair play.
भाई साहब pistols पे उठा लिया।
Absolutely no belief in the fact that EDG
गला गया गाइस मेरा।
already getting themselves a Mastercard Thrifty, and that's going to be a huge boost to the confidence.
भाई साहब ये क्या रहा होगा?
There, but also just the goal to just sit in a snake bite and then peek after the
वहाँ पे इतनी देर वो snake bite पे बैठा ही था। ये shot अच्छा था, no worries। भाई 36 HP बचा था। He just moved ahead.
Just about made it out with his life. Hit the shots. And even with the shock darts finding them, a player swinging who's got a fully auto rifle when you're so low, just didn't matter. EDG have got their early start. This is what we wanted to see. I thought we weren't seeing it with the pistol. The smile on my face. As Loud now have the weaker weapons, and EDG will face off against them with confidence. Kankan straight around that angle, and Les, one of the major dangers, is already being dropped. Both rifles that Loud have are now on the floor.
This is a confident-looking Kankan.
भाई आके उसके 3 मार गया.
Dangerously missing in the last map, and he did have a rough performance the last time they played Sunset as well versus PRX, so I was a little bit worried, but the fact is
भाई अपना फ्रैग देना नहीं चाहते.
2E's now. Again, it's about getting a kill.
2E's by be like, why I should give my fragment?
They know exactly where he is. Now, not shooting it might bait the idea that he's round the corner.
Shot. Kang 4 मारा.
he's not giving anything away. And to bounce back off pistols and then go into a flawless round, that's about as good of an economy boost as you're ever going to get.
Well, they lost the pistol.
Guys, like and
2-1
subscribe.
up, and they've got a showstopper on Concon, a player that was, as you said, just completely missing.
Is the ulti online? Yep, ulti is
Is really
online.
the reason that people are believing in this squad being able to pull it across the line, because he's been so strong this tournament. And I was
Ulti
terrified.
actually
If
is
he didn't show
online
up
now,
here, the game was
and
already over. But very early on, we found out that he's here to play. And round number 4,
Satchel aayega, ult
a
aayega.
full buy for both squads. Run it back online.
Okay, he's insta-pop the showstopper. Again, this just has to be a moment for Loud where they just give up the site. Almost
सीधा side के अंदर.
He's garnered quite a bit of space, but because he's gone the direction of elbow.
पूरा elbow मिल गया तो side भी मिल गया था ना? तो घुसे क्यों नहीं?
And maybe almost trying to sell the idea that this was a ruse. I like this from EDG. They're now breaking the door, and I feel like this is putting in some real hesitation in the side of Loud. Like, they're clearing things out. They've seen absolutely nothing on A after your opponent bursts a showstopper into the elbow. This is a really
पूरा A पे A elbow इतना अच्छा control मिलके रह गया था तो घुसे क्यों नहीं? Side पे ulti मारा था.
He saw one, he might have seen two. Decent shock dart as well, some damage done. EDG on their way through.
Chichu, you whiffed, man.
Securing mid and now looking to move forward. This is where I expect to run it back, and indeed, it's already popped. He's on his way through. Peak is good for some damage. QCK focused on the side, gets dropped eventually, but he's back in the fight
now. But it's 3v5 now,
actually. Who's just burned the ball as utility, and that flash didn't manage to root anyone out of position, but the Molly certainly has. They're all low and, well, sat around the same position. Just nobody was up on full. He's the first to swing, post on the wide angle, and find quite a bit of control for himself. The plant still to be secured with 15 seconds.
Shot!
To find a safe haven to get that done, and it's the corner up close. Nobody has to hold strong, and with him down, the round is already done.
It's not the...
Come on, there we go.
Yeah, I saw Sadak on 1 HP, and there was a moment that maybe there was some belief.
अगर सड़क मर जाता ना भाई, ये जो the round is done बोला वो the round is done होता नहीं.
If that was the game plan, because they take so much control with the showstopper. Okay, that's fine.
They should have entered actually. They should have entered the fight with that showstopper being shot.
But then they don't really take that space, and they take so long to get into an after-part position and lose the battles in mid. That was one of the major detriments to the round, was that you already saw Loud having such a large advantage that, okay, I think nobody ends up doing quite well to at least make that one look competitive, but ultimately the round doesn't go their way. Now, luckily, as we've mentioned, plenty of cash available.
Yeah, there's no struggles whatsoever. But the side of EDG, even Hunter's Fury online to work with. Something to fall back on. Close to getting a null command as well. Revealing area. Tui's, well, he might have his by the end of the round. We'll see if that has any impact. Round 5 starts off with a spray, and Concon getting put in his place by Kalanzine. As we saw, that was just blind fire straight through the smoke, but an angle that's going to be very frequently spammed.
ये हो गया मेरे को. छाले हो गए मुंह के अंदर. भाई दिमाग का दही हो जाता है. पानी भी पीने नहीं होता.
Fall back into these more passive positions.
भागना पड़ेगा तो इसको. Target is here.
Offer this, call for some rotations.
Nobody should have ulted actually. पूरा का पूरा smokes वाला जो segment है वो निकल जाता, फिर जो Viper वाले वो सिर्फ B main वाली बचती.
Because of that, they are just going to have to fall back. Chichu potentially wanting to try and...
If tag happened, why not ulti?
In the meantime, they have again completely given up this A site, but as we've already witnessed, Loud are very happy to go for the retake.
इस बार चेक नहीं किया, हर राउंड में चेक कर रहे थे.
An angle that was checked before many times by Loud on the way back through, but they decided to leave it open this time. That's going to delay the rotates to A, and even allow EDG to get into position on the post plants. Although Chichu might help them out, I don't think he's expecting QCK to be quite that close. And we'll take him out of the retake for a while, buy some time for the squad of EDG to bunker down. They don't know where these
guys like and subscribe
side of Loud are. I mean, again, QCK is on the other side of the universe.
The paranoia could be perfect.
They gambled it the right way, but there's no one to follow up on it. There's no one there.
God.
QCK is caught. Okay, how Dog's in a good position, only the one to be found. They know where Smoggy is, so they're holding the angle. Clean as can be. Nobody, though, still holding strong. He sees the shoulder, but he can't get the arrow off.
Or the bullet cedar.
3 rounds for Loud.
Yeah.
तो शायद कुछ हो जाता, बट नहीं. बट यार अगर ही इज प्लेइंग सोआ तो मेन पे कहीं ना कहीं लाइनअप तो हो गई ना. मेरे को आइडिया नहीं है कि भाई सोआ का लाइनअप है, होना तो चाहिए ना इसका भी लाइनअप एक्चुअली.
Slightly shaky fights. The Hunter's Fury as well. Close
Might be
to
possible
being
lineup हो जाता.
devastating, but Close is not going to win you these rounds. Still though, EDG are going to be able to bounce back once again. They still have the finances available to them to invest in this round. And the A site, they've been able to get into the post plants. I actually think a lot of their problems right now is the fact that they are trying to play the map so much. I think they've been given quite a lot of opportunities on A. But they always have a deficit by the time they get there.
I guess EDG mentally इस बार ये लफड़ा हो गया EDG का, because Icebox 13-2 हारे हैं जिसमें EDG का मैप था actually. One side एकदम हारे थे, और जब second round का पिस्टल के बाद का हाफ था उसमें तो thrifty वाला गेम हारे थे. पिस्टल जीतने के बाद they lost the follow up round and they just lost to that thrifty.
Despite that, they're still able to get a good stranglehold over the side. You can see why they're
B flooding होगा.
retake game. Now EDG this time focus on B, but there's a flank watch from Chichu.
हर
He's
बार
got two
Chichu
players
वाली मार
pushing
खा रहा
up, but I
है
don't know that he has a way out this time. Stun was good, and they're closing the distance with a Phoenix flash soon to round the corner.
वही बोल रहा हूँ, Chichu सिर्फ मार खा रहा है, इतना भी लड़ पे जा रहा है, and he is just getting pincer down every round. कुछ तो change करना चाहिए.
Every single time, Chichu hasn't managed to really get anything. And now it's up to the heroes on the other side to try and hold this one down.
मैं अभी वही बात कर रहा हूँ जो कास्टर बात कर रहा है.
Khan waiting on the corner, looks
Shot!
still manages to snap back. But again, it comes down to one. Nobody already spawning the first. Just looking to try and wrap back around into that 1v1. The dart should reveal the player on the spike, knows exactly where Sadak is. I'm waiting for him to try and tap. That is going to come down to one.
That tap was big.
Fans once again. Loud will convert a fourth round into their
यहाँ पे ना कुछ प्लान करना चाहिए चीचू को, सॉरी नॉट चीचू को ही ना, चीचू को कुछ तो प्लान आउट करना चाहिए, because every time he is going for that lurk he is getting caught and he is not getting any kind of value for the team actually. ना एक भी फ्रैग अगर मिले ना यार हर बार तो फर्क पड़ता है, बट वो जा रहा है सबसे पहले मर के आ रहा है, तो उनको फ्लैंक पोटेंशियल खत्म हो जा रहा है, और फ्लैंक पोटेंशियल पर लाउड वो खुल जा रहा है.
When they have disadvantages, they're able to fight their way through. With the advantages, it got close this time. They're still winning those clutches, and that's all they need. And the weakness is actually not that apparent on the side of EDG. They're going for all light shields, which is allowing them 4 rifles to play with. So still some very good potential to this buy from the attackers.
अब यहाँ अल्टी आएगी, क्यूसी की अल्टी बहुत जल्दी डेवलप होने वाली है पूरे के पूरे गेम के अंदर. बहुत ज़्यादा दिक्कत पता है इसमें आएगी. And they will go for attack side. Attack side में बहुत problems आएगी. Nice shot Tanka.
Getting rid of Cowsy and also getting rid of a boatload of utility. And EDG are not going to just run off the back of that entry kill. You could see a fast rotation in from Sadak. And instead, they're looking to fall back to the other side of the map.
I know exactly where you are.
I mean, we've seen this a couple of times from EDG. Now with a little bit more information to play with.
पूरा रोटेशन आया. अल्टी के चक्कर में वहाँ पे रोटेट कर गए. 2 ए पे 2 बी पे. They know कि Phoenix और सोआ अगर ए पे है.
And it's red on the other side. Chichu sees that. He wants to take the space for himself.
Back off side पे
35 seconds
left.
We see the B site under heavy threat. Last in the corner. He hasn't been pushed out of it, but now he's being spotted. This could spell danger. Nobody being tracked. And he's down low. So is Howdong. Everybody, in fact, has seen their fair share of combat. Howdong, though, wants to take down less. Force forward.
He was just mollied down every single second in this map right now. Side के ऊपर. Entry नहीं मिल रही है ना. Actually fight करने नहीं मिल रहा है, entry नहीं मिल रही है. Nothing has been found majorly.
Like they're right back in the driver's seat. A shaky start to this map for Lau, but 4 rounds in a row once again.
It's done for actually.
So far throughout this map, and the funny thing is, on the entry, you watch both players at the back of site have all of their utility taken away. The second it comes back online, the snake bites are perfect. The counter utility, the smokes they're putting down, just making things so much more awkward. And then also you just have Tui just pop in anyone's head that even looks at him for a second.
Well, I think that's also part of it. You have Les in the corner firing with his rifle, letting them know he's there. He throws the snake bite, player gets close, and as soon as the second one's fired, he's running at him to punish him. But
Oh
Not
my
able
God.
to. Not when
अबे
Tui's
क्या
there.
चल रहा है ये?
Shut down to this round with
एक्शन
3
करते हैं,
fast
फ्रैग
kills.
निकालते हैं,
QCK
वापस
right
पीछे
on
चले
mid.
आते हैं.
So is
भाई ये लोग तो
the
डीएम खेलने लग जा रहे हैं बीच में.
4-player mid push with a Phoenix leading
Yeah,
charge.
भाई वो
It's
फ्लैश
not
भी था.
easy to deal with that. Chichu's the
I
last
got
man
B, guys.
alive. Yeah.
Guys, I've got B.
QCK का
B is clear.
3 अल्ट पॉइंट वापस आ गया एक अल्टी खींच के.
That's, I think they're pretty thankful for that now.
Yeah, he had one hero.
The
right
way
trying to
QCK
do
is
some
playing,
damage, and
he is feeling it
the
on
worst
this
thing
map
is
right
I
now.
feel like they've already made the realization that he must have pushed through behind.
Shot,
Nice
Chichu.
shots from Chichu. They need a whole lot more.
Ah.
Somehow Sadak, even when he doesn't have his gun in hand, still manages to just dodge the bullets. 6-2. It's a little bit more costly than maybe it should have been, but I don't think Loud are going to care. An operator in hand in EDG, I feel like we're right back on Icebox again. 5 rounds in a row, a pause taken, and the coaching staff once again given a chance to try and stem the bleeding.
What he is asking for?
At least there's already been a bit more promise to this attack side, though. When we saw this pause come in early,
He is actually
Icebox
asking
definitely
for
felt
that
like it was
timeout
a
right
bit
now.
frantic,
But guys वही चीज है ना
it proved to be as the map went on.
कि इतना जल्दी जल्दी अगर मैप पलटेगा, इतना जल्दी जल्दी अगर गेम पलटने लगेगा तो क्या ही मतलब बचेगा. वन साइडेड लाउड जो है वो निकाल कर लेके जा रही है.
Which is that Concon is online. I think now they've sharpened their weapon from the last map. They just need to find the crack in that armor to take these players down. There's not been too many weaknesses on display for Loud in this series. They've only lost 4 rounds so far.
Yeah, their retakes on the A side have been sublime, so much so that they were pretty happy to actually give it up. And then their hold on the B side with less at the back of it have also been fantastic. Now, he's only there with 3 kills, but it's just the counter utility that comes out, 2Es, the support that's there. And then obviously at times, QCK just taking that aggressive push. And as we've said, throughout this tournament, he has been one of those players that's under the microscope. He's replacing big shoes, whether that player didn't make it to this event or not. He's a talking point, and in the last 2 maps, honestly, he's been sublime. He has been a nuisance for EDG to deal with. Top of the board right now. Here we
Again,
go.
we are back.
EDG with an investment, rifles onto the board. As said, A-side
This
has
is
been a good place
2-2
for them to
after
compete.
that timeout.
The problem is, the retakes from Loud have been on point.
Now the shots will start.
You know,
जैसे एल्बो पीक आएगा,
close it
boom.
on this angle up in hand.
तू इस एक मारेगा और
Really
एक
got
मार के
started for
पीछे.
EDG yet. An
कुछ
opportunity
भी यूटिल
to claim
डायरेक्टली
this
आएगी
A-side
नहीं.
as their own.
As I am saying, कुछ भी
Right
यूटिल
away.
डायरेक्टली आएगी नहीं.
The timing is found, the space is taken, and Tui's is right back out of there.
Hey, he just leaves.
He's set up again for another angle with the op. It's going to be smoked off. But my goodness, Tom, this is not an ideal
now
start
he'll,
for EDG. Nobody
smoke the
down.
elbow
They're
area.
not going to have a lot of info on the way through.
But the thing is as well, Loud aren't just sitting there. They've already taken B main control, realizing there's no one
दोस्तों
there. So the
सीधा
rest of the
साइड
team
में
are able to rotate in early. They're able to claim so much space
चीचू
because
अब
the fact is the
इतना
lurks from
लंबा
Chichu
टाइम अगर वो
have
टाइल्स की
failed
तरफ
every
बिता
single
देगा,
time. So they're already there, just pounding utility into these players.
so problems
Chichu's
will occur
desperately
actually.
hoping to try and find something, but you expect it to be searched for, and it may not even be needed. The flash
Kang
from
Kang
QCK
इतना flash
is
हो
also
रखा
just
है.
perfect. Howdong low, and they're waiting. Les is just watching. He knows that Chichu's eventually going to try and make his
चीचू को
move.
कुछ और
The
ट्राई
fact is,
करना
Loud
चाहिए.
at this point are just reading the script. A paranoia into the back. The blinded player stuck. A ball on top. The next
सब
one,
यूटिल एक
This is
साथ
just
बक्से पे.
perfect. Loud can do no wrong, and Howdong, he has to wipe the entire
सब
squad.
का
QCK
सब
is
यूटिल बॉक्स पे आ गया भाई.
on the trade.
कुछ और यूटिल बचा है जो बॉक्स पे ना हो.
EDG at the moment.
फ्लैश डाल दिया, आफ्टर शॉक डाल दिया, फिनिक्स का मॉली डाल दिया.
Fantastic from Loud.
Run it back, and Viper's Pit online for next. 2 away from the Rolling Thunder on Cow and Zine with 7 rounds on the board. And near no promise for the side of EDG to get back into this series. The door is being shut on them, Tom. And I mean,
It's so
like
perfect.
every single piece of this replay is so good. You mentioned the pushing off.
सबसे बेस्ट था बॉक्स के ऊपर यूटिल डम भाई, सबसे बेस्ट. इतना यूटिल डम.
Rotate comes in, Les leaves B main, moves to mid, waits for the lurk. I mean, if they had the coach's notes in front of them, they still couldn't predict it that well, mainly because I don't think they'd be able to read them.
You never know. They're a team of many talents at this stage. 2Es maybe in a
He'll
little bit
just
more
escape.
trouble than we've seen before.
सही है, वो एल्बो वाला खेल तो यही खेल रहा है. एल्बो जाता है, इन्फो निकालता है, एल्बो का कंट्रोल दे भी देता है. They just play on 5v5 retake sometimes.
They're already going to spot. Sadak is here early. again, though, when you have a run it back in play, you're more than happy to just go for a retake.
Tagged. Ulti.
Hunter's Fury thrown out. Nobody just
इधर
desperately
से
trying
आई
to
है.
find an opening kill.
हाँ,
That's one of
उधर
the
से आई
things
होगी.
that
नहीं,
EDG
सड़क से
pretty
नहीं आई
much
है.
failed to get in almost every single round after shock and spam! From Kawazine! He just predicted where his opponent was going to go. Run it back now in.
भाई क्या सीन है यार. They are just doing everything correct. अब QCK को वो एंगल पे भी बंदा दिखा है. खत्म 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 खत्म. ये भी 10-2 का हाफ है. कुछ करने नहीं मिल रहा है. देखा जाए कुछ नहीं करने मिल रहा है राउंड को. नॉट अ सिंगल थिंग. करमाइन कॉप वर्सेस पेपर एक्स देखने में मजा आएगा. शायद 3 मैप चले भी जाए. ये तो गाइस मेरे को 20 मिनट हुआ स्ट्रीम चालू किए हुए. इन 20 मिनट्स मैप खत्म होने आ गया है.
This is looking like a team that have been at many events before.
They have looked like Loud. They've just looked like Loud at a Masters event. Not Loud at any other event. But now, finally, we're seeing this team at a Masters be able to put up numbers.
Loud is actually decimating. Round के starting के 10 सेकंड में एक प्लेयर बाहर होता है सामने.
They haven't even got off the
मोस्टली वो चीचू होता है. बट स्टार्टिंग के 10 सेकंड के अंदर चीचू को वो लोग एलिमिनेट करके 5v4 का गेम बना देते हैं. और या फिर वो स्टार्टिंग के 10 सेकंड में ना हो तो पोर्टलैंड के स्टार्टिंग के 10 सेकंड में हो जाता है.
With those extremities being watched, there's only one man you're going to rely on to try to punch through this defense. It was Con sent through for spams, finds nothing. They are just looking for an opportunity right now.
Do you know, I wonder if like Genji is out there going, well, we can't play them again, right? Because we already played them. And then Senna going, well, they're from our region, so we can't play them again, right? It's just like
QCK
could make the better excuses to why they don't want to play Loud, because I wouldn't want to face them.
छोड़ भी देता है. हाँ तो ये मेन का और रेनबो का तुम लोग ये लोग छोड़ भी देते तो प्रॉब्लम इनमें होनी नहीं है. ये लोग वापस रीटेक खेलने वाले हैं. But timing.
Sadak, I think there might have even been a flicker of a knife in his head for just a moment. 30 seconds. They have no map control. They are just looking to take it to the elbow. The flash, perfect. He hasn't killed anyone yet, but QCK, he just slaughtered every member remaining of EDG. Any questions that were being asked of this man now? Gone. Gone. 18 of 5. He's had a field day on the defensive side. Phoenix.
We've talked a little bit about him struggling to break through to sites at the entry role, but I'm not even sure what role I'd call this. He's just shooting people. He's
playing attack on defense.
18 and 5.
Sadak be like it's over, man.
EDG, one last chance to put a round on the board here on the attacking side. Make it 9-3 at the half. It's not a lot of hope, but it's a damn side better than what they'll be facing otherwise. Coming into it, they're up against a Viper's Pit. They're up against a Rolling Thunder. As well as just what Loud have been bringing to the table again and again.
Has Les actually used the Viper's Pit the whole half? I think he just used it now because he was like, oh.
I think that is the first. I mean, when have they needed it?
No,
exactly. Unless you're going to lock down B main, which again hasn't really been challenged for that aggressively, and certainly
हो गया
10-2
game now.
There's been no pressure, zero pressure.
Like करेगा इस
You know the little like challenges you get. He's just like,
we can go till 10 likes.
My challenge, so I'll just use my ult in the last round.
yeah. Got to use one more ult to get my points.
He's trying to complete the battle. Come on.
I mean,
okay.
Ambitious to the Rolling Thunder on the back of the reveal. This is going to be big. That's
Push
caught
out
quite a lot of
करवाया.
players, even towards elbow. It's keeping Con in
मार भी दिया
position.
Smoggy
The
को.
ult was used. Smoggy can be revived. So Loud might want to compete for mid control. Maybe this can work out for EDG to force another fight. Instead, Kawanzi wants to try to get a little
Bang
angle.
it!
Got a spam on it, but he's traded out. That's what EDG wanted. The man advantage sits in their favor as they move towards B, and they're bypassing this fight.
Aim
Sadak
थोड़ा left right हुआ
needs to be
Sadak का.
careful here. He's playing a risky game up against Con. The flank is underway as well. Look, Chichu's thread the needle
टाइमिंग
straight
पकड़ा है पहली बार चीचू ने. बट ये टाइमिंग अगर वहां पे जाके तू इसने इवन स्टीवन कर दिया ना.
Catch Tui's this time.
Sadak can stop it.
He's been expected, and even still, it's looking like they might finally get another.
Ah!
It's not quite anything for
That
Sadak.
wave.
It's left onto Les. Finally, after a long hiatus from the board, we do see another round, the last round of the half, go the way of EDG. But let's be real, Mitch, this has not been a pleasant outing for them.
No, it absolutely hasn't. EDG coming up against Loud. I think we were all expecting this to be a
उसने
close
उठाया और
one after
just
what
मर
we saw
गया.
from EDG in this tournament so far. The PRX game, for God's sake. But here is Loud, a team we talked about being on weakened form. And they've got 9 rounds set to close this series.
9-3.
EDG need a lot of hope. I'm not the one to find it. Maybe we can hear some words of encouragement from Haodong after his last game.
大家好，我是 EDG 的浩东，在队内担任 IGL， 还有烟卫，感觉自己还需要很多调整的地方吧。其实他们打的东西一直是一成不变的吧，我个人感觉是这样的。但是其实今天的失败的更多原因是来源于我们自身吧。应对的方式很简单，首先我觉得失利首先是从游戏内容吧，先从游戏内容里面抓问题，然后再从游戏外面再抓心态上面的问题。 我们队伍其实大家都会互相承担一些问题吧，然后我觉得我们队伍不会出现那种一场失败就把整个人击垮的这种人吧。
You have to be aware of this, and even as the turret comes back up for a moment, it's too late. They've already gotten past, and it's Con, the danger man. Now operator in hand, dash online, Bladestorm in the back pocket, and he's making his way forward. He's making noise while the rest of his team come in to fill the gaps.
每次打世界赛吧，大家本身抱着心态就是。 这其实是最后一次世界赛。
This could be the last time。
这种心态来的，包括下一场比赛，还有包括。
हर कोई यही सोच के आना है。
比赛其实都是一个最后一次世界赛的心态去面对的。我想说就是。
इसके बाद शायद VCT में ना मिले खेलने。
整个职业生涯里面可能会打很多次世界赛吧，然后包括我们其实每次都会觉得这一次世界赛有可能是我们5个人的最后一次世界赛。我想着就肯定是，就是说白了珍惜每一次机会嘛，然后把每一次都当成最后一次来打。 如果说这样的话，
जियो तो हर पल ऐसे जियो जैसे कि आखिरी।
我个人。
Well, learning from defeat for EDG, they'll certainly have a lot to learn from this series so far, Tom. But it's not a defeat yet. 9-3.
The Loud Science is they're so good, but they're so toxic. Did you see that one?
No, I didn't.
Will it be a QCK 2-0?
Oh. Quick 2-0, I like it. I like it.
It's the master of puns.
Going out. Especially because he's got quick 1 in his name as well. Would it be a quick 1? That would have been good as well, but it's fine. Forgive it.
There we go. Leading the charge is QCK. He has been fantastic in this matchup.
ट्रैप पे रखा था बट ट्रैप पे खेलने के लिए कोई नहीं ना.
A-side going to be completely under their control. Now the same idea is in play from EDG. We've seen a lot of teams go for the retake.
Need actually somebody to play on the trap. 5v5 retake, 9-3 curse. अगर pistol निकाला, curse activate किया.
The question is, the Loud even let them get that far?
Well, there's certainly been a lot of promise on the Loud retakes, like you said. EDG look to capture some of that magic. Smokes are down. The retake's underway. Flank spotted as well. Loud have a good idea of exactly what EDG are trying to do. The crunch comes in and they're ready. Con dropped right away, but a quick fight back. EDG still have some life in them with Smoke.
2v2. But नहीं QCK होने ही नहीं देगा कुछ.
Stands strong. Nice shot by
बोला QCK कुछ होने ही नहीं देगा.
Too hot to handle. 10 rounds for Loud.
He's looking like a different beast today. Like genuinely, this QCK is someone that was clearly seen by. That's the thing at this point. I think that you could give Sadak anybody, and if he goes, yeah, he's good to go, we've just got to believe it. It wouldn't matter who it is at this point. I think he could bring back some like 40-year-old FPS player. Maybe he could bring back Lothar. No, sorry.
FPS player. I don't know about that. If it was a card game version, sure.
Wow, toxic. I believe in you, Lothar. Here we go. 10-3. This flash.
Whoa. Okay.
Ace Kawasin's just taking down
Hello?
2 players who are lined up ready.
Heal करेगा आराम से.
Heal himself back up. Bear in mind, Konkan has actually invested. An interesting one. I didn't expect to see a Spectre light shields, but I guess just the scenario is so bleak, he was hoping that maybe he could bridge the gap with some, not even that, a hero Spectre. I don't know if that's ever been said, and well, I understand what he's going for there, trying to hit a timing on the player droning, but it's safe to say Sadak had friends waiting by.
Well, the pistol rounds have been going to Loud again and again. This time, though, they're able to build on the back of it. This is the real tragic thing. Just look at the timeline there. Round 2 and 3 went to EDG. They upset them on that second round. I even remember, Tom, I said, now we've got a game on our hands, didn't I? I had to say that. Here we are. And for EDG, you know, there's a lot to talk about in their previous games. In this one, though, 5 rounds across the series so far. Loud have just
इस पूरे गेम में रिएक्ट करने जैसा कुछ बचा भी नहीं था. प्ले बने ही नहीं है. वन साइड एक एक करके बंदे मार रहे हैं. ऐसा भी नहीं है कि सिंगल हीरोइक्स में मार रहे हैं.
But again, the man winning those opening duels doesn't change. He's taken damage and now finally dropped. And Kankan's made it out a lot. Kawanzin's dead to the nade. He just stood in it. Smoggy's taken down less. Okay. Well, it started out poorly, but it's been recovered. It was starting to be recovered nicely.
But nahi.
Side of EDG, not again. Not in rounds like this. Chichu.
Bro!
Just a smoke against him, and he wins it. Come on. Loud just can't lose.
No, not a third time.
Script
Not a
is
third
bad.
भाई साहब ये कैसे हार गए?
3 kills pushing through smokes.
12 to 3. I could chop up every one of those kills and say EDG were unlucky in every single one. They should have won that round.
I can't believe the 2Es has just got away with that. That's absurd. Like every single one of these is him just peeking into an angle, puts a smoke down, runs out the smoke, kills the guy, goes back into the smoke, runs back out the smoke again, and kills another guy. And it just... Even Sonic Space is like, that was just dirty. Oh, I feel a little bit ill. 12 and 3.
How do you think EDG feel on that stage?
Oh, we've casted fast best of 3s in the past.
Had our fair share.
Yeah. Gambit versus Crazy Raccoon. That was the one. That was one to remember. That was maybe even a little bit quicker than this.
Occupies a very small slot of my memory.
Buy Sin bundle.
Here we go.
Can store that in a $2 USB. Well, 9 chances to close it out based on what we've seen so far. You know, Tom, it's anyone's game. Not really. This has got to be the one time it's a concrete conclusion. This timeout from EDG, I definitely admire them for taking it.
They'll get to stay on the stage a little bit longer.
Oh no. Doubled their time on stage in this map. No, I'm kidding. But maybe they will. Not just because of the timeout, but because of the rounds they'll win following it. EDG won my heart. I even remember on the desk yesterday, I said, it's a team I've massively underestimated. The second I stop underestimating them, they fall apart.
Yeah. But I think, as you said earlier, the one real benefit, well, the one only benefit, is the fact that we are seeing Loud in terrifying form and looking to make their way through the playoffs. Playoffs that, well, we definitely want to see them if they're going to continue up their run like this. Smoggy, flash is good, Less is there, playing counter once again. Chichu about to be under some serious pressure. They're trying to counter out QCK, but he ain't stopping. He knows there's
ले भाई बक्से पे भी प्लान कर गया. दूसरा भी मार गया घूम के. पूरा साइड के अंदर एंट्री, साइड खाली.
In real form, and he's looking to finish it in the same way. Kawazid is going to put another in the dirt. It's all onto nobody. And the fact is, nobody is standing in Loud's way, closing out the
आज के दिन में ना might be possible.
EDG as Loud make their way to the playoffs easily.
Looks like the curse is finally broken for their Masters runs. They've made it deep into the tournament. Top 4. And they've looked so damn good doing it. When we talk about teams looking weaker, Loud were top of the list coming into this event. We thought they would do well. They struggled, they stumbled, but my God, they found their feet. On the other side, EDG. GG and well played indeed. This tournament has been remarkable from this squad so far. A shame to close out their final series like this, but it's definitely not representative of what they've been able to bring to the international scene. I think Kankan will be a name most teams are scared of in the future, just not in this series.
Yeah, especially when we know what the next Masters is going to be. I think he is going to be a name that everybody is going to be shouting. Unfortunately, after victories versus PRX, a close game versus Genji, it wasn't quite to be today, but for Loud, this was a statement matchup. They came in a team that had beaten them before in a Masters, a team they beat in a close series at Champions. They have obliterated them in this matchup and now look to go through into the playoffs. And as said, if I'm one of those top-seeded teams, I don't want to match up against Loud.
Well, thanks to their Phoenix, this most certainly was a quick one. 24-7. A player that we've highlighted on the desk throughout this event as having struggles. That's
Guys, I would just say one thing. भाई घुस रहा है, जा रहा है, मार रहा है, कोई फ्लैशी प्ले नहीं, कुछ नहीं, जस्ट एम फाइट. The way things have happened, the way things have gone through, craziness. Just craziness. Guys, मैं प्लेट रख के आता हूँ. Just a second. Where is the caster? Here. आज कास्टर छुट्टी पे. Advik भाई आज छुट्टी पे.
Mucha confianza y la verdad salió todo bien.
Basically, when we saw that they picked that map, we were like, that's so good. We feel super comfortable in this map, so everything is going to go our way, and it definitely did. Next question is going to be about QCK, about Quick. Many people have had questions about, you know, who he's replacing and yada yada. I know that he has not had an easy day, and I want you to tell us how he's feeling and how do you see his performance on the big stage. Ya sabemos que no ha tenido un día facilito. Quiero que me digas tú, como su IGL y uno de sus mentores, ¿cómo estás viendo su performance y qué tal está él?
Y la verdad, yo estoy muy orgulloso de él. Para quien no sabe, él durmió solamente 2 horas. Esta noche se la pasó vomitando. Tuvo que ir al hospital, la pasó muy mal y le dijimos, quédate tranquilo, haz tu mejor. Lo que pasa es que el mejor del muchacho es muy bueno, la verdad. Así que estoy muy orgulloso, es un guerrero. La verdad que muy, muy orgulloso.
Okay, so basically for those of you who didn't know, QCK was sick. He only slept for 2 hours. They were telling him, hear me out, just do as good as you can. Nobody's going to look down on you if you don't perform. The bad thing is that the worst of this player is actually pretty damn good. Well, with this, thank you very much. We will see you in playoffs. Anybody that you want to face off particularly?
Realmente no quería enfrentar al otro equipo de Américas, a Sentinels. Después el resto, buenísimo. Así nos vemos en la final, quién sabe.
He doesn't want to play against Sentinels until the finals, so we'll wait and see it there. Don't go anywhere, we have another matchup, KC versus PRX, right after this.
It's the rubber band match between two teams that could very well go the distance.
Two teams synonymous with their regions. EDG has been the #1 Chinese representative, and Loud was the one to stop them last
Guys,
year.
like
They have
yeah.
a chance to do it again.
They've got to be extremely careful. Tui's needs.
These infants are so cringe. How they are cringe, man. It is just what it is. Guys, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe, man. अगला गेम चालू होता है तब तक Guys, we can do Rangdal for this time actually. ओमन खेल रहा है लौंडा इतने रैंक केसेस कर रही है ना भाई साहब ठीक है let's hear it again. Flash, given smoke. Crouching. I feel it mediocre between plat and diamond. I am feeling it between plat and diamond. I will go for plat. Ascendant? यही 3 रैंक्स हो सकती थी. प्लैट डायमंड सबसे ज्यादा हो सकता था. Okay, he's going back with the LPs. Nice shot. That aim readjust.
Last one shot.
Whoa!
Nice. Good job, Jade.
The shots are crazy.
Sweet, bro.
भाई ये शॉट्स पे तो असेंडेंट बनता है मन है जी भाई जो शॉट्स पे असेंडेंट लग रहा था उस पे हुआ नहीं जिस पे बिल्कुल नहीं लग रहा था उस पे हुआ सिल्वर 3
हल्ट कर लो पीछे फ्लैंक है
अच्छा मुंबई सर्वर जिसमें कॉम्स है
लेकिन डेड बॉडी
वो पार्टी कॉम्स है
-105 रेना पर इसको रेना को बंदा दिखा था अरे यार भाई रेना क्लच पीछे
क्राउचिंग भाई क्राउच पेइंग चल रही है सिल्वर अब ड्राफ्ट एंड गो सी अच्छा माँ की सीटी से सीधा दिस इज सिल्वर दिस इज एनी डे सिल्वर जो नीचे भी शीश वूश चल रहा है ना इतना कोई खास क्लच था नहीं
मजा आ गया यार
सिल्वर बोला ना इंस्टेंट पता लगता है इंस्टेंट यू गेट टू नो एकदम इंस्टेंट कुछ इफेंट बट भी नहीं बैठता ओके वो कमेंट्स किसी और स्ट्रीम के थे भाई ये कौन सा यूट्यूब का ग्लिच है किसी के कमेंट्स कहीं पे दिखा रहा है दैट वाज क्विक विदाउट जीजी Carmine Corp versus PRX the most awaited game actually in 20 seconds teams के walkouts and all will start till then till that time let's go to Twitter man notifications में क्या क्या है बिल्डिंग भूल गए ये लोग never let them shoot you with these 5 peaks I'm at Wink about and I can from play bro what the fuck mimosa setup looks clean man the setup looks clean छोटू से टेबल पे क्लीन सेटअप एक्चुअली बना दिया है this is the clean setup man why holiday homework but is a top tier draft है भाई ये क्या क्या लोग है ना ट्विटर पे करते रहते हैं स्ट्रीमिंग राइट्स नॉट अलाउड ब्रांड को यूज चाहिए वॉच पार्टी इज नॉट अलाउड ब्रांड को यूज चाहिए इवेंट हाइप इवेंट पीपी टीओस लोग हैं हम तो आईजी से लिए सब कुछ कर रहे हैं किसको टारगेट किया जा रहा है टीओस तो डायरेक्ट मना कर देते हैं या रिस्पॉन्स इतना लेट करते हैं कि टोसना हो रहा था भाई साहब जो हेवी लेस चल रही है बीजीएमआई कम्युनिटी के अंदर श्रीलंका डिड टाइम ये भाई है दोनों टीम्स paper exchangey are you guys ready race who's taking another race थर देगा बाद में भाई झगड़ा देखने में अलग मजा आता है लेकिन कहीं अरे क्या मनी रेंट टेक्सचर को लेके इतना खुश हो रहे हैं देखा नहीं चुपने लग गए because I don't care who does what I am really happy for people who are under my roof and are successful in their life whether it benefits me or not तो कुछ भी लगे I know what we went through and what relations we have with our players. Okay, काइलो एंड क्यों यार दो ऐसे players है मेरे लिए जिन्हें मैं BJS में आगे जाते देखना चाहता हूँ आपके सबसे लोकल कौन से काइलो और क्यों यार भाई बच के रहियो मैचेस का क्या सीन it will get begin 1 minute I guess had his account hacked in the middle of ALGS. Ooh. He's yelling at Benji Fishy, not Mind Freak. अब वो पीछे से माइंड फ्रीक आ रहा है उसमें इसकी क्या गलती है टू acute shortage of medicals in the country what the fuck इंडिया से इतने सारे डॉक्टर ये लाइक डॉक्टर चाहिए ये मेरे को रीड करना है भाई 6 घंटे का अगर 99 रुपीज है तो वो आरसीबी के खाते में जाएगा दिस इज कॉल्ड ब्रांड मैं तो परचेस कर रहा था मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ ना Archie is so loyal to them who stimulators when Archie is the graph of happiness Royal fans will watch by giving 99 rupees सीधी बात है अगर जिसको देखना होगा देखेगा हाँ गाइस टाइटल बदला है क्या हमने डीसी आप आओ भाई कल लास्ट एग्जाम है बायो का स्लेट गेमिंग भाई ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर दैट बायो पेपर मैं डीसी आ रहा हूँ रुक जा मेरे भाई बोले एडविक
ओ हेलो इतना जल्दी चैट कैसे पढ़ लेते हो
मतलब
बहुत टाइम हो गया मेरे को मैसेज आ गया
मेरे को जैसे दिखा मैं आ गया
आपको जैसे दिखा नहीं आपने जैसे देखा भाई ये ट्विटर में यार टाइम देना पड़ेगा तभी थोड़ी ढंग की फीड आएगी भाई नरेंद्र मोदी यार दूर रहो यार यार फॉलो भी नहीं कर रहा हो फिर भी पीछे आ रहे हैं यार
अरे भाई साहब मजा आने लेकिन इस बार जो ट्वीट्स पढ़ रहा हूँ अगर रिलेटेड टू बीजीआईएस का फॉर्मेट ऐसा बीजीआईएस का फॉर्मेट वैसा ऐसा ना हो कि जो ग्राइंड में टीमें हैं वो अगर डिस्क्वालीफाई हो गई मतलब नॉट डिस्क्वालीफाई माय बैड डिस्क्वालीफाई इज नॉट द गुड वर्ड बट एलिमिनेट अगर हो गई तो उनको इन गेम क्वालिफायर्स भी खेलने ना मिले
ऐसा
अगर ऐसा कुछ आया ना मजा आ जाएगा
होना चाहिए ऐसा
या तो आप इन गेम क्वालिफायर्स खेलो या आप ग्राइंड खेल लो
नहीं तो फिर पिछली बार तो 8 बिट ऐसे ही घुसी थी ना मैं नहीं मान रहा 8 बिट ने 15 गेम खेले थे मेरे को प्रूफ चाहिए
कांट से खेले भी होंगे अपने को क्या पता भाई
और क्वालिफाई भी हो गए
हो सकता है क्यों नहीं हो सकता है लास्ट टाइम याद नहीं है जब टीएक्स की पहली लाइनअप थी
कितनी थी पिछली बार 80,000 टीम रजिस्टर की थी ना
पिछली बार टीमें कम थी
इस बार और कम होंगी इस बार कितनी होंगी 50-60 हो गई है
अभी टीमें कम क्यों हो रही है पता नहीं
सब जानते हैं रीजन
पर बोलूंगा तो विवाद हो जाएगा सब जानते हैं पर मैं बोलूंगा तो विवाद हो जाएगा
I mean multiple reasons है
वन ऑफ द मेजर रीजन वही है
मतलब जैसे कि टू क्या
टू तो है ही है
गेम भी थोड़ा सा वाइब थोड़ी सी डाउन होती जा रही है।
Now actually people want कि Valorant मोबाइल जल्दी आ जाए।
ना पता नहीं यार, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है।
नहीं
लोग
एक्चुअली
बड़े
जो
हो चुके
नहीं
हैं।
नहीं एस्पायर नहीं, एक बात बताओ, जो एस्पायरिंग ये है गेमर्स हैं जो ई स्पोर्ट्स में अपना लक ट्राई करना चाहते हैं, इन फोन ई स्पोर्ट्स बेसिकली मोबाइल ई स्पोर्ट्स में, who are not getting chance for getting into BGMI or any other phone title. Basically BGMI is the सबसे toughest title. सेकेंडरी क्लैश ऑफ क्लैंस वाले टाइटल में अगर तेरे को घुसना है तो तेरे को IRL इतना टाइम देना पड़ेगा तेरे बेस को डेवलप करने के लिए जिसमें तेरी जान निकल जाएगी।
पैसा ज्यादा चाहिए, क्लैश ऑफ क्लैंस में सिर्फ पैसा चाहिए भैया, बेस मैक्स करने के लिए कुछ
वही
नहीं।
तो दिक्कत है ना, या तो तू एकदम टाइम दे या तो तू
यानी
एकदम
आप
पैसा
क्लैश
दे।
ऑफ क्लैंस में टाइम देके अब फायदा नहीं है,
अब तो बिल्कुल
आपको
नहीं है,
पैसा ही डालना पड़ा। आपने स्टार्टिंग से नहीं खेला तो अभी आप कितना भी कर लो, आप
पीछे
मतलब
ही
मैक्स
रहोगे,
लेवल नहीं पहुंच सकते बिना
पीछे ही
पैसे
रहोगे,
डाले।
आप पीछे ही रहोगे,
कोई
वही
चांस नहीं है।
वही वही दिक्कत है ना, आप पीछे
अब
ही
आज
रहोगे।
चालू करोगे, 3 साल बाद भी आप अपडेट से पीछे ही रहने वाले
टाउन
हो।
हॉल 9 3 साल बाद यू विल मैक्स टू मैक्स गेन टिल टाउन हॉल 13 14, तब तक टाउन हॉल 18 19 आ जाएगा।
नहीं, पॉसिबल ही नहीं बिना पैसे डाले।
तो वो चीज वो टाइटल में वी कांट एंटर।
सीओसी भी थोड़ा, सीओसी तो टाइप काफी वो हो गया है ना,
नहीं
हाइप
नहीं,
डाउन हो चुकी है।
पीपल
नहीं,
प्ले
प्ले नहीं बोल रहा मैं, हाइप डाउन हो चुकी है।
इवन क्लैश रॉयल में द थिंग इज कि you
मत लो
have
नाम, चिड़ मचती है।
not चिढ़ मचती है, बट द थिंग इज कि यू हैव टू चेक
ना
आउट कि
क्लैश रॉयल में क्लैश ऑफ क्लैंस से तो ज्यादा स्किल लगती है।
हाँ क्लैश रॉयल में ज्यादा लगती है।
तो क्लैश ऑफ क्लैंस में आज तक समझ नहीं आया ऐसी क्या स्किल लगती है, रट्टाबाजी ज्यादा लग रही है मेरे को तो।
आज अब रट्टाबाजी हो गई है ना क्योंकि स्ट्रैट सिमिलर थे।
वही क्या मतलब उसमें ऐसा डिफरेंट फैक्टर क्या है कि एक बंदा जो टाउन हॉल 15 मैक्स है और एक कॉम्पिटिटिव टाउन हॉल 15 मैक्स में ज्यादा डिफरेंस तो नहीं
कोई
होगा।
डिफरेंस नहीं है, बट टाउन हॉल
वो
15 मैक्स वाले में ना देख अटैक स्ट्रेटजी थोड़ी सी चेंज होगी।
बस और कुछ नहीं होगा, बेस तो कहीं सा भी उठा दे,
वही
स्ट्रैटेजी तो उनको वही बनानी है।
अटैक स्ट्रैट्स थोड़े से चेंज होंगे बस।
फिर भी अभी बीजेएमआई की हाइप डाउन हो तो रही है,
थोड़ी थोड़ी डाउन हो रही है बट या
पर मतलब अभी चलने लायक तो है, मतलब ऐसे 3-4 साल तो चल जाएगी मेरे हिसाब से।
क्लासिक अच्छा चल रहा है आजकल वापस।
अभी एक बढ़िया सा अगर अपडेट आया ना तो वापस हो सकता है, जैसे फोर्टनाइट भी आया था, अभी डेड हो रहा था फोर्टनाइट,
बीच में अच्छा अपडेट आ गया था।
हाँ तो भाई उसने वापस से उनका प्लेयर बेस एकदम पीक पे गया था।
बट द
बोले
थिंग
अब
इज
हो
एक्चुअल
जाएगा।
में मैं एक चीज बता रहा हूँ ना, दिस इज द ओनली थिंग वेयर यू कैन चेंज कि बीजीएमआई से जिसको शिफ्ट होना है ना, जिस टाइम पे वैलोरेंट मोबाइल आएगा पीपल विल ट्राई, एक्चुअली 6 महीना ट्राई करेंगे।
पता नहीं मेरे को वैलोरेंट मोबाइल में फील नहीं आ रही, एक तो पता है मतलब ऐसे बाहर के लोग इतना एक्सेप्ट भी नहीं करते ना मोबाइल उसको।
नहीं नहीं
वैलोरेंट तो
दे विल
पता नहीं
अब
ज्यादा बैकलैश मिलेगा।
अब ऐसा नहीं दे विल ना। देख वैसा है कि देख पबजी पीसी पे लॉन्च हुआ था लेकिन पबजी मोबाइल सबसे ज्यादा फेमस हुआ, पबजी पीसी इतना फेमस हुआ भी नहीं।
हाँ पबजी पीसी तो नहीं।
तो वही चीज है कि अब देखते हैं जैसे ही वैलोरेंट मोबाइल आता है।
इन पबजी मोबाइल का भी आधा प्लेयर बेस इंडिया ही था।
नॉट
मोबाइल हाँ वही था भैया, 40% 45% तो प्लेयर बेस
यू
गिर गया था।
कैन से कि प्लेयर बेस्ड था बट जो स्किल बेस्ड प्लेयर्स थे वो बाहर
स्किल
के
तो वो थी।
स्किल
मेरे को तो
बेस्ड
अभी
प्लेयर्स
जानना है
बाहर
कि
के
अभी
थे।
बीजीएमआई का क्या लगता है, आपकी लाइव प्लेयर काउंट कितना होगा हर दिन का?
बीजीएमआई का
हाँ सिर्फ बीजीएमआई अभी के टाइम पे मतलब हर दिन कितने लोग खेलते होंगे?
मतलब क्यूमुलेटिव या फिर एट अ मोमेंट?
क्यूमुलेटिव आई मीन पर मतलब
पर डे,
एवरेज।
हाँ मतलब
हाँ
पर डे
एवरेज
अगर तू
कितना खेलेंगे,
बोलेगा तो नो आई थिंक सो नॉट मोर देन।
मतलब कंकरेंट प्लेयर्स कितने होंगे जैसे आज का दिन मान लो?
क्यूमुलेटिव कंकरेंट इज डिफरेंट, क्यूमुलेटिव इज डिफरेंट, यू कैन से
हाँ दोनों ही कंकर मतलब जो खेल रहे हैं अभी वो
क्यूमुलेटिव
कह
आई
रहे
वुड
हैं।
से नॉट मोर देन एक दिन में 1.5 सीआर से ज्यादा नहीं होंगे।
और वो कंकरेंट अभी प्लेयर्स कितने होंगे
कंकरेंट एक
अब?
टाइम पे प्लेयर्स अब ज्यादा से ज्यादा 15 लाख के आसपास, 10-12 लाख से
ना
आसपास
ना, इससे तो ज्यादा ही होगा भैया।
नॉट नेसेसरी, हाँ मतलब जो कस्टम्स वगैरह चलते रहते हैं बहुत प्लेयर्स खेल रहे हैं आजकल।
मतलब 50-60 लाख तो होना चाहिए।
बट उससे ज्यादा नहीं हो रहा होगा। प्रॉब्लम देख एक चीज हो गई है, से फर्स्ट थिंग इज टू
और लोग थोड़े से बड़े होते जा रहे हैं।
यू कैन से बड़े होते जा रहे हैं, बट वन मोर थिंग इज कि अगर इस गेम में फ्यूचर दिखता ना,
ये 2 बैन खाया ना, ये मोदी जी को फौजी बहुत प्रमोट करना था ना।
वो दिक्कत वहां हो गई कि 2 बैन्स खाया तो जो पेस ऑफ ग्रोथ था ना वो रुक गया। अब
क्योंकि बीजे में अच्छा चलता, बैन नहीं होता तो अभी भी चल ही रहा होता, डबल व्यूअरशिप होती।
समझ एक चीज, अगर बीजे में बैन नहीं होता, पबजी मोबाइल ही चल रहा होता सिर्फ। अगर PUBG
नहीं
मोबाइल
मतलब अगर मान लो सिर्फ फर्स्ट बैन होता, सेकंड बैन नहीं होता,
वही
तो भी अच्छी ग्रोथ
तो
चल
भी
रही
ठीक
होती।
होता, क्योंकि रीजन इज कि फर्स्ट बैन के बाद, जैसे मी एज अ कास्टर, फर्स्ट बैन के बाद मेरे को काम मिलना थोड़ा सा बंद हुआ, लेकिन कोरियन वर्जन पे अपन ने खेलना स्टार्ट किया तो आई जस्ट स्टार्टेड अगेन।
नहीं फिर भी अब पहले बैन के बाद स्पॉन्सर्स फिर भी थे, अब कितने कम हो गए
ऐसे
स्पॉन्सर्स।
नहीं, मतलब मैं वही तो बोल रहा हूँ, मैंने कोरियन वर्जन पे कास्टिंग वापस चालू की, लेकिन जैसे ही सेकंड बैन आया मेरा मन खत्म हो गया कि भाई इस गेम का फ्यूचर समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, कभी भी बैन कर देते हैं। सो और अब वैसा हो गया कि अब फेवरेटिज्म ज्यादा हो गया इन टर्म्स ऑफ कास्टिंग। तो मतलब अगर तेरा दोस्त है एंड यू आर अ टीओ और तेरा दोस्त है कोई, तो कैसा भी कास्टिंग करता हो तो उसको ही कास्टिंग कर देने वाला है, तू किसी और बंदे को कास्टिंग देगा नहीं। नॉट टारगेटिंग एनी टीओ, बट या दिस इज ट्रूथ। मतलब बड़े टीओस में तो जो फेमस कास्टर्स है उनको ही मिलेगा, लेकिन मैं छोटे टीओस की बात कर रहा हूँ। वो तो सीधी सी बात है, बड़े टीओस से अगर तुमको करना है तो तुमको पहले कम्युनिटी इवेंट्स, लैन इवेंट्स, ये सब में अपनी पहचान बनानी पड़ेगी। छोटे छोटे इवेंट्स होते हैं, कॉलेज इवेंट्स, कम्युनिटी इवेंट्स।
ठीक है कोई ना, चल तो रहा है अभी।
अरे बट यही चीज है ना कि कॉलेज इवेंट्स और कम्युनिटी इवेंट्स में जगह बनाने के लिए एज अ कास्टर आई वुड से आपको या तो टैलेंट बेसिस पे अक्वायर किया जाए तो ज्यादा बेटर है, क्योंकि अगर दोस्ती बेसिस पे अक्वायर करते हैं ना तो भाई कोई भी ऊपर नहीं आ सकता, पॉसिबल ही नहीं है। It is not possible for a single moment. Reina Comp, let's go!
This team to watch out for is
go.
how
वैसे ये
aggressive
बता आज पूरा रात को
PRX
कैसे?
is with these
कल छुट्टी
fast
होती है क्या?
site hits. If you're playing on the site, if
अभी
you're playing
छुट्टी
backside
चल
A,
रही है,
you
मैं
are
तो
going
कल
to
भी
be
रात को
ran over.
2-3 दिन
For
से
me,
रात को
we're
जग ही
looking
रहा
at
हूँ।
KC. This is going to be about taking extremity control towards
भाई
दो
मजा
बजे
आएगा
सोया
बे,
and playing
मजा
off
आएगा।
site to be able to
योरू
flood
दिख
retake.
रहा है,
Exactly,
रेना
the
दिख
shower
रही है,
controls that in
क्रेजी
the
मैप
in the
होने
previous
वाला है।
match through PRX off.
कल मैं देखा आप लोग का मैसेज सुना जाऊंगा तो फिर मैं भूल ही होऊंगा, मेरा छोड़ो। वैलोरेंट नहीं आऊंगा ना
दोपहर में
अरे ये थे ना नबील भाई निक गया ठीक तो रहते, तब बोल रहा था कस्टम ही खेल रहा हूँ। अभी 5th मैन की तरह रख रहा हूँ ना। अब ये बीजीआई सारा में एग्जाम भी आ रहे हैं, इसमें श्योर नहीं है। क्या रजिस्टर कल से है?
रजिस्टर आज 5th मैन में बोल रहा हूँ।
हाँ नहीं वो तो करूँगा, 100% करूँगा।
लास्ट ईयर का गलती इस साल मत करियो बस।
वो तो करने वाला हूँ। तुमको याद है मेरा आधार कार्ड नंबर?
फोटो भी लगेगा।
हाँ है ना भाई, नीचे ही पड़ा है, अब भी देखा था मैंने आधे घंटे पहले।
हाँ ये रेना और योरू
आपका तो अभी वो है ना अप्रैल में
क्या
वो लैन?
हाँ ये तो वो ही है ना। मेरा 4 तारीख को लास्ट पेपर है, 4 तारीख को लैन है। घर पे आते ही लैन के लिए कास्ट करना है। जब तक मतलब लैन सुबह ही चालू हो जाएगा, बट मैं इनिशियल मैचेस नहीं करूंगा कास्ट।
ओह
मैं एग्जाम्स देने में बिजी रहूंगा।
ओह कितने दिन का? 3
2 दिन का लैन है। फर्स्ट डे आधा दिन मैं करूंगा, सेकंड डे पूरा मैं करूंगा और मेरे साथ जो कास्ट करे वो करेगा। फर्स्ट डे पे वी आर स्प्लिटिंग द मैचेस।
And also taking into account yesterday's
Till
performance,
the time
right?
I am not coming, वो करने वाला है, फिर मैं मेरे आते ही
Carry that
करूंगा।
momentum across today.
आप तो वैलोरेंट में ज्यादा वो लगते हो मेरे को इंटरेस्टेड।
ऐसे ये मतलब खेलने में मजा आता है।
आप ऐसे एवरीथिंग उसी में हो, ऐसा ये ऐसा वो मत बोलो।
नहीं खेलने में मजा आता है, खेलने में मजा आता है। क्या बात कर रहे हैं शिन लोग?
Is somewhat under PRX's hands. Can they confirm it though? Can they get that plant down with any threat?
ओ भाई ये क्या किया?
मैंने
एक ने मारा। आपने वो देखा वो क्या ना फोर शैडो? 4 सेकंड, हाँ 4 सेकंड का 1 एस
जज वाला
मस्त। नहीं वेंडल वाला आज ही देखो, कुछ तो था, पता नहीं पुराना था या फिर मस्त मारा। रायोट में देखो, रायोट में देखो,
नाइस शॉट।
ये KFC क्यों है टीम में? अच्छा KC है
भाई वो कर खौफ है।
Attack on the spike will confirm he's no longer on it.
भाई ये whip ऐसा भी है ना।
Good beginning here.
Comfortable here. Really with this flank coming through
भाई,
the
ये
team,
कहाँ
maybe
की?
Carmine
वो
thinking there's
उतना
two,
तो चलता है।
potentially 3 bodies. I mean with a lack of
तो
information.
Demon 1 कौन सी टीम में?
Such a deep position. There's some real
Not
questions
qualified in this tournament.
about exactly what's going
The
on
heck?
site.
तू तो डेडली प्लेयर है ना, वन बेस्ट प्लेयर इन
डेडली होने से अभी बेस्ट प्लेयर का अगर मैं बोलूंगा ना तो BGMI में विवाद कर दोगे तुम।
बोल दो ना।
प्लेयर तो वो भी इंडिविजुअली बेस्ट था एक टाइम पे जो था।
कौन? नाम बोलो ना। अरे प्राइवेट कर देना स्ट्रीम, कोई नहीं देख रहा, बोल दो।
चल ठीक है, I'll say about Jonathan Lee बेस्ट प्लेयर का तो टाइटल।
भाई ओशन पब्लिकली बोल रहे तो आप काहे का डर रहे हो?
वही चीज है ना कि हाँ कि पब्लिकली ये भाई ये
नहीं ठीक है ना, कमबैक हो रहा है।
ऐसे नहीं, व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज यू से कि अभी व्हाट यू से कि बेस्ट एक प्लेयर से टीम नहीं चलती ना।
हाँ वो भी है,
टीम एक प्लेयर से नहीं चलती।
Maverick does actually give it up.
Yeah, timing.
Can be played in on the Frank. An opportunity to maybe apply some pressure.
फट से प्लांट करो भाई, भागो पीछे, प्लांट देखो।
PRX will get a clean plant.
भाई दुनिया का सबसे लंबा फ्लैंक करके आ रहा है।
आपको तो बोलना चाहिए, बिंग्स को पूछो, साथ में नहीं कर सकता वो अगर फ्री वीडियो, लगता नहीं किसी के साथ बैठा रहता है वो। Happy doing it alone. ओह मतलब आप ट्राई कर चुके हो?
नहीं मैं ट्राई भी कर चुका हूँ, प्लस वो को क्रिएटर्स के साथ भी नहीं करता ना, so that is one thing रे। उसके जो फेलो क्रिएटर्स हैं
Bulldog still in play as well. Couple of other little bits and pieces.
हाँ उनके साथ
going into the bonus.
सही है।
And for PRX this is a good
भाई
start.
go and die.
Collected. No threats found here.
लगता है मैं KFC के साथ हूँ।
मैं तो भाई PRX के साथ हूँ। I want Forsaken too.
जब तक जीत थी तब तक तो PRX के खिलाफ थे।
Round 3 very interesting
यार
for PRX.
इंडियन टीम में चाहे कैसा भी खेले यार,
Really
ग्लोबल
Martin
स्टेज
will
पे
progress towards the ultimate.
बेइज्जती हो रही है ग्लोबल स्टेज।
भाई कल क्या बोला है पता है Forsaken?
क्या
कि पैसिफिक रीजन के अंदर ट्रिपल डुएलिस्ट कॉम्प चल जाता है।
As soon as you say it's like
ग्लोबल स्टेज पे ट्रिपल डुएलिस्ट नहीं खिला सकते क्योंकि यहाँ पे बेटर प्लेयर्स है।
I hate the fact that there's a player called something because
जी में देख के समझ आ रहा था ना।
Getting kills with it, and the rate's just been removed. He got to look at this round, and then it was just taken away. Unlucky.
भाई दिखा भी नहीं था।
Sight hit comes in
क्या
off the
शॉट
back
मारा?
already. Big pressure from Monye.
ये देखो मोनेट को देखो। ये भैया लास्ट ईयर ग्लोबल में थे, क्यों नहीं खेल रहे थे रेस?
Gets the upgrade, sits back towards Showers, job done.
मार रहा था मनियट भी पिछले साल।
लेकिन रेस क्यों नहीं खिला रहे थे?
Questions about it.
Well, the question, I guess, if
मर्जी है भाई उसकी।
across to today,
मनियट तो मार रहा था।
still remains for sure. Two left, obviously Shin and Martin going to give this
मैं बोल रहा था
दवाई मेरे को डरा दिया दवाई ने। वो हंस रहा है देख।
नहीं मेरा थोड़ा सा डीले। ओ भाई थोड़ा और मार देता।
नीचे फेस कैम में हंस रहा है बाद में डरा के।
डरा मैं वही बोला, वैलोरेंट वालों को कैसे नहीं पता एक दूसरे के बारे में। I mean इतनी अच्छी लीड में है नहीं कि ये ट्रोलिंग स्टार्ट कर ले।
अरे खुद टाइम पास कर रहे हैं।
क्या क्वालिफाइड है क्या, ऐसा कुछ सीन है?
नहीं ये मैच अगर हारे तो बाहर है।
ये मैच ये सब करने की चीज नहीं है। ये मैच ऐसी हरकतें करने की चीज नहीं है।
These are the friends जो पूरा एंजॉय करते हैं। बिग फैंस है राहुल भाई। ल्यू व्हाट्स अप?
राहुल चीन भाई कैसे हो आप? ये हालचाल आपके?
ये लोग एंजॉय करते हैं। These are the players who are like
maybe
ना इंटरनेशनल वालों को देखो ना तो उनको देख के लगता नहीं वो एंजॉय कर रहे हैं ऐसे सडन वो चकलों में बात करते हो वैसे इंटरनेशनल प्लेयर को देखो एकदम चुपचाप बैठे रहते हैं
नहीं एवरीबॉडी एंजॉयज आजकल तो एवरीबॉडी एंजॉयज बिकॉज़ इफ यू डोंट एंजॉय ऑन स्टेज तो
बोले चालू तो ऐसे ही है
तेरा परफॉर्मेंस निकल के नहीं आता निकल जा भाई नेड खाएगा
हमको फेस कैम थोड़ा छोटा कर दो
शॉट शॉट भाई एस 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 यस
थोड़ा सा डिले है मेरे को
YouTube का छोटू सा डिले है 2
पर आप
सेकंड का
ये मनी है मनी है अच्छा ये पेपर एक्स इंडियन प्लेयर है ना मनी
नहीं
नहीं है
नहीं
ओह तो पिछले साल कौन कौन था इंडियन जी में
रॉसी और लाइटिंग फर्स्ट
और इस साल कौन कौन
इस साल सिर्फ लाइटिंग फर्स्ट
तो थोड़ा ऐसे डेडली प्लेयर और उठा ही लो जब इंटरनेशनल उठा ले तो
समथिंग ऑन द ट्रेन अटैकिंग ऑफ भाई ये आदमी पागल है ये आदमी कुछ भी करता है यार
lovely early protocols again. We often kind of compliment
भाई एक तो रेना खेल रहा है
teams with that, you know, the protocol list and
ऊपर से अटैकिंग में ऑफ कर रहा है
you know, those glimmers of gambit, all
that.
Nice. You got to give credit where it's due as well. PRX, yeah, but they're a little bit more simplistic at times in the way they approach the game. Obviously, mechanically is
ये बंदा कोई भी एजेंट पे ऑफ
they're still
करता है
very diligent about any of these clears.
अगर तो हमसे पिक किया गलती से
That's the definition of thriving in the chaos. They're able to create.
अगर तो हमसे पिक किया गलती से भी पिक किया तो चपकेगा बच गया
Down here at least by the poison orb.
मेरे को तो लग रहा है KFC का कमबैक होगा
chomping at the bit, taking a very aggressive angle here.
Well, he's had Magnum's
Oye!
number. This time it's Forsaken, but it could have been either. He's absolutely been dominating this site. Now they're going to try and play in a little bit mid-tempo almost. Carmine will try and take a little bit of space back.
वॉल खींचा सिटी का वॉल और हेवन का वॉल नाइस मोनियत भाई मोनियत अलग लेवल मार रहा है he is just having his crazy map right now 3v2 shot
there's still something with that operator still won't take a chance
so कन्या
play off this
so
time
मारो भाई जाके भाग के ऑफ ले गया
let him get off that spike PRX in full form here, Mike, and Carmine Court don't have an answer.
No, expecting a timeout.
5-0.
Yeah. Carmine Court to take stock.
लगता है कमबैक होने वाला है KFC का
The early round here because PRX one of the worst things you can do is give them freedom. Give them
prediction दो नंबर ये
मैच. Do what Monya's doing here. Take really aggro pathing with your satchels.
13-5.
Get up in the faces.
13-5.
And bring the fight to you. It's very hard to sit back and play retake versus a team like PRX. Because they always convert this space into a kill.
क्या यार जब मेंबरशिप गिफ्ट किया तेरे को भी नहीं मिला
to be honest with you, other than fight fire with fire.
होगा नहीं मैं तब चैट में
अरे लोगों को बिना चैट में हमें मिला है
PRX will keep pushing. You give them back.
मैंने 5 गिव किया है 5 और करूंगा फाइनल्स वाले दिन पे
Take space elsewhere, try
oh 20 concurrent viewership आई
easier said than done. Teams with
उसमें तो Amazon gift card है मेंबरशिप तो एक्चुअली वैसा वाला गेम था कि व्यूअर्स के बीच में हम मेरे और व्यूअर्स के बीच में लग गया था ये टीम जीता तो मैं गिव अवे करूंगा मैं गिफ्ट करूंगा 5 वरना तुम करोगे
आपका वो गया कहाँ दिखता था ना जॉइन बटन दिख ही नहीं रहा कभी दिखता है कभी नहीं दिखता है हाँ फोन में हूँ ईफोन
एंड्रॉइड में है कि ईफोन में
ईफोन में हूँ ईफोन
तो ईफोन में कभी जॉइन नहीं दिखता एक्सक्लेमेशन जो नीचे चलेगा लिंक मिल जाएगा डिस्क्रिप्शन में
कुछ नहीं है आपके डिस्क्रिप्शन में
जाओ चेक करो
अरे नहीं है ना कर रहा हूँ ना कर चुका हूँ
एक्सक्लेमेशन जॉइन डाल के देख
आपके में वो पॉइंट सिस्टम नहीं है ना
वो डालना है रे पूरा बैठना है आज स्ट्रीम के बाद देखता हूँ कैसे करना कुछ समझ ही नहीं आ रहा
वो बिंग्स के में तो कुछ गैम्बलिंग चलती रहती है। मैंने किया तो फिर मेरे को दिखा था मैं -2-3-1 पे हूँ वाला, भाई ये क्या होता है?
Flash entry.
Different site too. We've seen them hammering that A site. A little bit of the stack was in play. Nice
Shot.
from Shin,
कुत्ता का कुत्ता frag.
just the
कुत्ता frag.
marks left in the corpse. Down to 4
Martin जैसे smoke हटेगा मार देगा एक
को. Trying to identify where some of these players may be. They've got to have a good idea.
Taking the TP, right?
निकल गया बैठ गया. 1 HP. Heal करे.
They're just in full troll mode here in this anti-eco. Left one posted up here, Mind Freak. Try and police these weapons. I mean, it's an operator, so you know KC are going to want it. Narrate the first to identify Mind Freak's position.
निकल जाएगा. अब ये भी टीपी मार के निकल जाएगा.
Thinking better of it.
I mean, the guy's the Iceman. You know what I mean? You don't mess with that kid. He's just wild. But at this point,
Bro, लग रहा है मेरे को कि नॉकआउट गेम है. इतना अच्छे लोग ये खेल रहे हैं.
लगता नहीं है. देखो क्रेडिट कार्ड मांगता है. भाई क्रेडिट कार्ड कहाँ से लाऊं? डेबिट कार्ड वो दो ही ऑप्शन आ रहे हैं.
यूपीआई नहीं है?
ना. वो गूगल पे खुला रहा है ना, इसीलिए नहीं आता होगा.
KC were looking towards showers.
They had no idea. Thrifty. They get away with daylight robbery on that.
5:1 चलो Thrifty निकल गया.
You question the investment of the Seekers from Magnum, but KC explode.
एक तो iOS में देखा सर सुपर चैट करते हो ना पैसे आप, तो आपको 100 रुपए का सुपर चैट करने के लिए 179 देने पड़ेंगे.
नहीं वो 179 का ही सुपर चैट होता है.
नहीं 100 का होता है ना, बाकी लोग कैसे करते हैं 100 का?
एंड्रॉइड में 100 का होता है.
तो वही कह रहा हूँ ना. क्या समझ के रखा है इनने?
एंड्रॉइड में 100 का होता है.
iOS वालों को ऐसे फ्री के पैसे बांटने का कोई शौक नहीं है. यूसी भी महंगी ज्यादा है iOS में.
iOS देख, iOS वालों को पैसा ज्यादा होता है.
भाई अभी हर बंदे पे iOS है. भाई जहाँ जहाँ
फाड़ दिया
आईफोन दिख रहा है.
Something in that trade.
Something has quelled some of that aggression by taking away Martin, but still they have the man advantage for the first time in what feels like forever.
Fast flank coming through as well. You can see already progress outside of hookah. PRX got to be conscious of
आगे आएगा. पता था आगे आएगा क्योंकि बूम बॉट ने चेक नहीं किया था.
Very nearby. Narrate needs to be careful because they've already slipped a little ahead.
He
might have heard Forsaken and he definitely knows someone's close by. So
3v3.
What?
Shane, hello?
He just stepped out of the cove.
Oh god, and device right here. They've got
खत्म.
उनको शेन मम्मी बुलाई मैं आया.
Look, you could try and play PRX in their own game, but they are damn good at it themselves. And there was just some audacious moments in that.
I mean, it's one of those moments when Narrate's probably thinking, yeah, it'd be crazy if this guy just walks out of his own.
Those who are new, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe, yeah.
Something able to get a, I guess, a benefit of timing here, avoiding the boom bomb, unable to get traded because of the dismiss.
1:6.
But Monya facing the showstopper, you hear the audio cue.
भाई ये लोग W गेमिंग को एकदम क्या क्रेजी तरीके से खेलते हैं. ओह शॉट रे समथिंग.
चलो मेरा आईडी पे आने वाले 10 मिनट में फिर आता हूं. बैठे रहो आप.
10 मिनट में आईडी पे आने वाला है. यू प्लेइंग का स्टफ?
यस यस.
11 बजे?
हां. खिला नहीं रहे थे इसके पहले. तो अभी खेल रहा हूं क्योंकि खिला रहे.
They're allowed to execute onto you.
चलो बैठे रहो. आऊंगा तो आ जाऊंगा. किंग नहीं किया है पता नहीं मेरे को. कोई 1k टूरनी है, 2k टूरनी है. 1k 2k चलता रह रहा है. हाँ आज सुबह वाला जीते थे.
अगर 1k 2k खेल रहे हो तो you have to be conscious. अगर नहीं आएगा कुछ तो प्रॉब्लम ही है फिर. Please थोड़ा बहुत आना तो चाहिए.
चलो आता हूँ थोड़ी देर में. नहीं आया तो पड़ यही रहना. किसी और को बुला लेना.
Gotta be aware of it, right?
Yeah, I mean he dropped the smoke. He's back on it now. Yeah. He's gonna look to orbital strike just for the dog. He's cooked it.
Not ideal in that.
And
Forsaken gonna play forward. PRX still.
Drive
coming alive.
Khatam. 7-1.
In unison. Send them back in. Carmine Court are trying. They are trying to play this scrappy game. and it just isn't working for him.
Fortunately here now, I have a lot of
भाई ये लोग
scoreboard pressure in this first half.
अलग ही दोस्ती यारी में खेलते हैं। अबे तुमको जो एजेंट खेलना है वो खेलो वाली बात हो जाती है।
We've seen too much of a switch up here from
फर्क ही नहीं
PRX,
पड़ता।
but still seemingly a
इधर
decent read on
फ्लैंक
the
में
early
मार के
round.
देख लूंगा, लर्क में
Maybe to
आराम से
punish
देख
this
लूंगा।
aggression down A short time and time
They are
again.
enjoying the whole game right now.
They've got to change this scoreline somehow. Otherwise, Carmine Core, their backs will be breaking from the heavy heart just looking at that scoreboard. It's brutal to play against. Mentally, because you're trying to pick yourself up to be confident, take challenges against a team who are running you down. And again, a little bit of variation coming out from PRX here, looking at trying to adjust towards that B side, or at least an early indication of it. TP committed to, it looks like. Actually, no.
Oh,
back away.
cancel किया।
Now they're almost faking that they've rotated, creating all this pressure, dumping all this util, but all it is a switch up towards B long. But Magnum's going to sniff it out.
That was good information there in the Seekers, but they are going to go on this. I'm waiting to see Monnier
Info
dive in here. They've got to know that Tomasi is still around as well. You can see the Lears there. Martin has found Mind Free, but they've got the site control. You can already see that they've started to really place their banner on this site. Look for the flanks, look for the pressure on the back lines. Need that mod to come in for at least a little bit of safety for PRX, which they've got right in the bound. Now, 4v5, it gets dicey.
Three coming through hookah.
Got to invest that little bit of utility to try and keep them further away.
Look at the reflank though. Look at Device's position.
That could be huge.
He's got to get there quick though.
Timing, can something hold them back? Can he buy a couple of seconds here? That's all he needs, a couple of seconds. Device done so well. He does catch Shin. Forsaken then Corbin. It is just methodical in approach.
Something
it's a 2v2, but look at the HP. The walking wounded, limping towards the site. It's just Magnum left alive. And that is just not going to work out. PRX, just outstanding right now. This is them in final full form in my mind.
They have plans on plans. I mean, it's almost automatic as soon as the Trailblazer comes down long.
Yeah.
PRX know they have to be explosive. Capitalize on that timing, get ahead of the rotation of KC. Again, you can't even really fault. You look at the minimap here, and when PRX freeze on this first wave, the first pressure out towards hookah, KC are immediately rotating it. They know that PRX are trying to find these timings. I think now PRX starting to play with that a little bit.
Subverting expectations.
It's the pressure now. KC is so desperate to get a round win up. They want to be so active around the map that they create these holes themselves.
This is that experience in play. Again, we can give Eng all the credit in the world.
PRX have done this to countless teams, countless teams.
Best in the world, best in the world through errors at this point, keep in mind. This isn't just, a team that's only done it once during an X stint when, the meta was X, Y, and Z. No, this is a historic team who's been able to do this over a variety of errors.
Look at it now, Shin's smoked
look
down
at
long.
It. Look what they've done to him.
This is all on the back of just the one wall coming through, but PRX might have a mystery here.
Scout destroyed.
There we go. This could be it, but they've got to make it work with very little. Martin's got to be good for it. Spots one, lets him cross. This is huge. The discipline is here, but can he drop the bodies? He can. That's two. A third needed. Not going to get it. They still have a chance here, PRX. They're up against pistols. What is going on? Something just flew in.
Satchel frags and all. ये क्या चल रहा है? भाई, ये round नहीं जाना चाहिए था.
Most bizarre MasterCard thrifties you'll ever see. Something seemingly thinking he has double the range with a shorty. Very bizarre. And just after crediting them, this is a total misread of the situation. KC finally able to actually win out in one of those scenarios that
bro, you are getting Satchel frags, you are
suiting them up until now.
Sheriff frags, ghost frags, everything. That's two.
Operator on, I believe, either side. Yeah, Narrate's got his. Something. Gonna go for it too. And now we're in a bit of a state of flux, aren't we? Things are a little bit up in the air. Are they going to
Alex
double fake Are they just going to be taking maybe a little bit of space? What are they up to? Lots of question marks. This is going to put Magnum through the ringer. And already Narrate going to find something. So that's his opposing number basically removed, but the bulk of the hit is coming this way.
So Tomasi didn't actually catch the stun there. Will result in the pick coming out in response. Big ultimate to draw out this early on.
Tomasi
actually take some damage there.
He's got to be careful.
Among that exchange.
He's surviving on 10.
Do have a third member here. Narrate has come across with the operator just to hold elbow, yeah. Problem for Shin. I don't think he's going to take too much damage here and actually rewarded.
Actually, still trying to keep his head down.
Let's go.
Spam, a little bit of a shot going astray. It's going to at least drop the pit for them. That's a plant now. Mind Freak and Divide. Ult going to be invested from Martin.
दोनों ult आएंगे.
Try and lead the way. Can he spot these players out? Did he see Mind Freak slip towards elbow? That's the question, because he can try and divide and conquer. The flash is sent, they know it. This is good from Carmine Core, but can they handle him? Yes!
भाई Mind Freak को उसने पकड़ लिया वहाँ पे ulti से.
And now Divide in a 1v3. Flash still with Martin. That's about it.
4K.
That's fine. He'll be happy with that. And they give themselves a window to work with Mike. It's not much, but it's there.
Like I said, you come out of this with an 8-4. Feels like a bit of a miracle with how this half kicked off.
Yeah.
KC with a course correction towards the end of this first half. I mean, look at that.
Guys, make sure to hit that like and subscribe, man.
Very, very quick response here from PRX to apply this pressure towards Uka, but it's the Viper's bit that really slows them down. Forces PRX to reconsider their approach. And a crucial 4K from Narrate. Really the superstar, I guess, overall so far here in Madrid for KC.
Guy's a standout player. Huge potential. And for an early crunch towards A. PRX maybe waiting for that burst here. Yep, there it is. Something they depended on before. Going back to it again, it was brutal. You saw it before. Monnier really ran rampant, but it was actually Magnum this time to hold him back. This is better, but he's not going to be alone. Narrate's trying to close the gap a little here. Might deny Forsaken, he does. Yeah. Good work. Boombot to follow, but there is a squad of 3 staring him down. The Cove is keeping them safe. Another satchel, another denial. Rotations are coming in. This is great.
It's textbook.
This is really good from Narrate. Again, from that capability before to this, but
rotations
rotation, Mike, they're taking the TP. They've got a free sight.
Yeah, something's looking for the backstab. Molly will go down. That will cut off any sort of pressure coming back through from spawn here. Narrate, does he consider the possibility?
He's got
Narrate TP.
He's so conscious of taking that TP.
Oh,
okay,
fight on
nice
CT
shot,
though.
Options there. Nice shots, Davai.
From Davai. Delivers bullet after bullet perfectly. And now the problems for the final 2, trying to play it back towards the site. Martin looking to try and take control with that operator. Look through, see if he can spot someone out. But again, they're playing deep. They're going to make him work for it. Spots something. Over towards Long. Spots Divide. They've seen both of the players. Can they close down on them though? They're not going. Oh, they do swing ahead. I mean, it's PRX and apparently.
How they are swinging it so relentlessly, man. इतना ज़्यादा भी swing मत करो ऐसा कि भाई instant तुम उसके crosshair पे ही आ जाओ.
A beautiful recovery. You hate to say that at an 8-4
कोई ना, switch it, switch it.
A recovery nonetheless for Carmine Court. See if the approach continues here for PRX in the second half. Apply that same sort of aggression once again, Lauren.
Can they keep it up? Can they keep that tempo up? Carmine Core scraping together those 4 critical rounds. Is it going to be enough?
That is the question that is on our minds, because it started off quite nicely for PRX as they were able to put a sizable amount of rounds together, but this actually takes us to our Verizon high-speed moment of
the year.
Good to see him, really picking up where he left off yesterday.
Yeah, to me, these first 2 rounds were about KC figuring out how these site hits work. With this
Stinger se ek mara, fir ghost se dusra mara.
Variants on how he paths into this site. They were really punishing KC early on. A big mistake to make is wanting to play back site to be able to flood back in against a team like this, so you can fight them while they're execing. But with this interesting pathing and the way that PRX plays with timings, that's almost impossible to do. So as this half developed, we started to see, I think, some good adaptation from KC, but it was only towards the end that they really figured it out, and this guy was such a big problem to solving that.
Yeah, exactly. Time and time again. It looks like we're going to talk about Monia every single day, but he deserves it. And I think that play was also a very, very good example. Low buy, because it's a bonus. You have the ability to float them. That's exactly what you need to do on the side of
with KC. By the way, I was saying the Reyna not completely sold, and I forgot for 1 second that it is something, and he only needs to be on the operator. So of course, I'm still looking at him for this defense side because of the reason why you would play Reyna is to deny those traits potentially when you have the operator. If he has the same effect that he has in other maps, he's a very big threat.
It was a tough half for KC, but they've rallied at least 4. If they can win this pistol round, build some momentum on this half, they can be strong. Their comp is really good at fighting for
Totally
extremities and having really fast rotations with the Yoru. They're comfortable here. They have their confidence now. This should be a much closer half.
Yeah, I see a KC that has woken up a little bit. I'm sure these fans are definitely adding to that momentum, but let's see if PRX quells the fire. We're going to send it back over to Pansy and Hypoc.
8-4. PRX did kick this off with a belting start. Two ways to put it, but Carmichael have clawed their way back. They found a rhythm, they found a solution, and it got them 4 rounds in pocket. But Mike, do you reckon they can hold on to this?
I mean, it depends really on PRX's willingness to apply the same sort of pressure here. Hang on, I thought he was just sitting on the side here for sake of
PRX के सामने ऐसा नहीं घुस सकते, कोई और टीम के सामने ऐसा घुस के एल्बो वाले लांस वाले बंदे को मार सकते. PRX के सामने ऐसा घुसोगे तो
he's just trying to keep his head down, trying not to be spotted. Oh no, he's just eating the paranoia.
He picked into the lead.
Oh, it's the lead.
Bye.
Oh no, PRX sweep through them in the blink of an eye. Oh dear.
ये तो जल्दी से भी जल्दी रीटेक करते हैं.
Shut down on this pistol round.
Run it back for me one time, because what on earth?
I mean, credit to Forsaken.
Mind Freak will be on. Okay, Mind Freak nahi hai.
But stays alive long enough where this 4-man flank. I mean, isn't really
Forsaken
necessary.
is going
it's
on that
OTT, if
outlaw.
anything.
Yeah. I was the Lear coming in, and it just screwed him over, didn't it?
One enemy remaining.
Just peeks out. Device still back here because he's dogged through. The Trailblazer comes through, opens up the first 3 players of PRX.
जल्दी खत्म हो जाएगा भाई ये तो.
Tomazi just peeks out of the wrong second.
अरे वो 11:30 मैच दूसरा चालू हो गया 12:30 तक ended. अगर ये सब से खेलेंगे.
Something. Oh, the judge.
Something बया.
Devastating. I know there's going to be more pressure, but he's down low, so he's got to be a little bit careful on the HP. Martin is already back by side, but something.
भाई साहब ये इधर-उधर घूम रहा है, कुछ भी मार रहा है.
Carmine Core just about staying alive in this. Give themselves just a little bit of safety to get a plant.
Flank once again from short. You see it's been pinged out here. The awareness is here from KC. Magnum reflanking it. Monya, he doesn't catch them though, ahead of the smoke falling.
This timing could be awful. Yeah, that's Monye dead. There's nothing he could have done.
1v3.
Freak now. Sitting pretty. What can you do against 3? 2 towards Lamps. Too many bodies there. Carmine Core. There we go. Finding a little answer there for themselves, but I was a bit worried that, honestly, something's judge was going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's scrappy as anything to kick this off. Something, again, I don't know what range he thinks he has with shotguns. He's jumping out here trying to find another kill. A round 2 flip here for KC.
Nice! Let's go, boys. Insane comeback starts now, yeah?
Okay. Well, he's called it.
All right.
He's called it.
God, why would you say that? That's literally how you just get swept.
Narrate भी like comeback करवाने का है.
I know. At this event.
Oh dear. Uh-oh.
Something? मेरे को लगा मार दिया. या तो मैग्नम देगा मार्टिन ने उधर लेफ्ट में वो देगा. Kill feed देगा. I have nice something.
So yeah, massive equipment advantage here.
Yep.
With Monye and Forsaken understand the shotgun range a little better than something.
He's just ambitious. He's just a little ambitious.
You can't fault ambition.
No. Oh, there you go. Now there's the pause because you can see that
Carmine kind of stunned here. Yeah.
4 more rounds, guys. 4 more rounds.
Because they don't have a beat on the rest of the map either, right? Like the A site's completely unknown. There could be a flank on the way. They have no clue.
Well, these are the sort of compositions that this sort of playstyle from PRX does run rampant. With no sentinel, there's so many question marks.
The Bucky. How does one feel about the Bucky?
I mean, if they're playing in long, they know to try and avoid the danger zone here. But Monye, a chance to make something happen potentially here. I mean, he's inside the smoke. Paint show out. You can deny the plant at least.
I just feel like something's going to go wrong. I've just got a weird feeling. Okay, went to
Tomazi eats that.
Center of tube. Heal considered, but they don't really have the Foundations.
Oh, something.
No.
Hey, Monye.
To the side. Surely not. Shin and Magnum, please. What's going on? Monye isn't going to get away with this. Nah, I'm not going to do it. Magnum then grips hold of the round.
Thank God the right click of the Bucky is useless now because Shin's down at 8 HP.
Oh, I got scared.
There's a timeline where those right clicks are one-shotting Magnum.
Beaming him.
जमाने की बात कर रहे हो कास्टर भैया.
Something is such a nuisance as well. You can see him just playing out perfect.
The timing of this first kill as well.
Nice from Magnum. Oh, done to him.
वो जमाने में ना मैं सिर्फ वैलोरेंट देखता था खेलता नहीं था. वो जमाना अलग था.
This could be huge.
One way ऐसा?
Seeker's available here.
ये कौन सा one way है?
Other side thing, something. Let's have his ultimate. Early showers control for KC. We're expecting more aggression. I mean, 30 seconds in, seems like it's going to come. And Divide's the one with the punish here.
Our team was able to scrape by with one, but the pressure isn't just on one side of the map, it's everywhere.
Oh my God.
अगर ये शॉट कनेक्ट हो जाता.
I felt it. I got. What the hell is this game? Okay, so Tomasi has space on B, right? He's got the B site.
Problem is Shin has about as much HP as he did last round.
Oh God!
Mind freak चप्पल दे दिया.
Trying to make something work, make this a little more comfortable. Shin will fall as well. PRX double digits now.
3 of them left with rifles. They can bolster that buy around it as best they can, but this crunch, it wasn't just here though. Again, run your mind back, it was also Monye at the same time, taking this space, and it just completely caught off.
Double या triple peak से अलावा बात नहीं करते पहले तो अकेले जाएंगे नहीं.
Because again, it's like you see what 3, potentially 4 people on the showers bench. You're like, yeah, B's got to feel
Alex
easy
भैया,
right now,
what has happened?
It's all encompassing from PRX, and their ability to punish defaults like this it's just, it's tough to watch, but at the same time, it's beautiful.
Oh, it is. And the question is, how much can Forsaken hold on to? He's being hounded, because the hunting squad is on the way, but they've completely lost the A side. Fortunately, he's going to be trying to keep himself alive. Forsaken outplays Martin perfectly, but Narrate is there to try and keep this in their favor. The spike's in CT. What?
They didn't check close right.
Tomasi played in off the back of that, now position noted, but that spike's still in CT. They might make a run for it towards B. They don't know yet. They don't know how this fight's going to favor. How does it tip the scales? You still have Monye in this position. What is this round?
Shot!
What is that shot?
How is he getting 2?
He shouldn't be getting 2.
He's got Seekers to deal with as well.
They don't
Mind Freak's here as
know.
well.
They
It's an
have no
open
idea.
plant.
They have no idea.
Mind Freak.
Death creeping around the corner as Narrate now called upon. This guy is damn good, but he is going to need a worldy round here. Oh,
hey!
Maybe he's got it. Paint shell back on Divide. Dipping down, has to slip away. And now Divide in the 1v1. No flash, nothing. 5 bullets. Oh,
भाई 5 गोली थी बच गया.
Devastating. After Narrate was this close to getting KC back in this game, but it is going to be 11.
You won't get yourself back, man. You won't get yourself back.
Trading blows now back and forth. I mean, this is just ridiculous.
These shots were crazy.
And the fact that Mind Freak's in a position here to punish Shin. Narrate, unfortunately, again, it feels like this is a free site. So he has the time and the space to get towards long, find a more comfortable angle. Heartbreak for Narrate.
God, he tried.
Almost made that happen.
They are winning this too.
Such a volatile
PRX is winning it too.
Like normally in these rounds my mind drifts a little, but there's still Stingers out, there's still Sheriffs, there's still a couple of ults that could potentially come into play.
Seen both teams capitalizing rounds like this. I mean, Monye's here with a judge.
Mind Freak time pass में 2 मार दिया. 3
Freak's
मार दिया.
farming.
Observer.
Oh dear.
क्या दिखा रहा है?
Can't wait for the replay of that one.
Spectating का तरीका थोड़ा casual है. अभी दिखा है.
We might see the end of the round.
मार का तब दिखा. मारा तब नहीं दिखा.
Forsaken. Sharp to it. Magnum now left to try and recover. He's got another one. A third on the round for him.
Yeah, it's been enough to call in the ult, right? Like, this is enough.
Can he get through? He slipped through the spawn.
He has.
They haven't spotted him. They didn't actually see him on the cross.
That's huge. It gives him a little bit of time, right? Like, it's not a lot, but it's enough that he might be able to get a plant down. They have no idea. He could be an elbow by them. You know, they have no idea where he is. This is massive for Magnum.
What position does he take up? He's going to push
go
back
on.
towards spawn. And actually, PRX are splitting. He might have timing here on something.
But does something slow down?
Gun out, baby doll, gun out.
He's going to note Forsaken, obviously. He doesn't know about something yet, so he's going to have to just make the best educated guess he can. Is this a good enough position? That might almost help him a little. Something does have full kit, though, so that Lear, he's going to know it now. Which way? He's got to gamble. Did something note him? He's looking this way. Magnum, can you clutch this up? Can you do what Narrate couldn't? You got one to the right, one to the left. You can't do it. Forsaken there. Well played by PRX. That is 12.
Map point on the board. Right down to the wire once again. KC still.
कैसे भाई time भी नहीं बचा था. Stick कर गया वो.
Yes.
Like I said, trading blow for blow here.
Oh, okay. Okay, ओए.
Yeah, farming. Farming hookah.
ये तो hard bots मार रहा था right click करके.
Purchase will come back for Carmine Core. Showstopper
भाई
to
हमसे क्यों नहीं लगते
away
ऐसे?
from the pit to off the Seekers, so some tools.
हमने क्या गुनाह किया कि लुट गए?
Can they keep map 1 alive?
This patient start. Cautious.
The
Because
comeback
we have
is
seen
not
that
real,
PRX
man.
will run
It's just PRX winning this
down,
one-sided.
down B long, but
Let's
we
go.
are seeing Monnier this time actually pushing up towards A short, holding that judge. How long does he stick around? I think he's siding against committing towards it. Divide. Not actually relinquishing the angle.
Okay, but
Stuck around on that, deciding not to fall back. There are 2 players behind him, Forsaken being one, and Mind Freak the other.
KC almost trying to bait out a rotation, much the same as PRX did. But the reaggress here from Hookah could be rewarded. They might even have on their backs.
This is a disaster in the making. They have no idea.
No, he's looking back.
Great turn, but it doesn't matter.
Mind Freak
The
gets 2.
executioner's here. Mind Freak gonna make something out of that. 2 big kills found, but they have a player advantage for Carmine Core. 3
अरे
to
भाई
2.
खींचेगा
They have a
यार.
pit to work with though. Tomazi can lock down this site. Monye going to be able to find an upgrade here. Something's got ahead of the smoke.
He's in, and he's got one. Martin's gone. He couldn't do any more, but he's bought enough time for at least Monnier to get close by, get a rifle into his hands. One on sight, one towards
Shot!
Monnier unleashing fury, but he couldn't find Tomasi. Carmine Core live for another round. Barely alive, but they do it.
And
Two
the
examples
Marketer
of
going
that
crazy.
energy
The
being
thing
their
is going
downfall, a little overzealous.
sheer crazy, man.
The
Sheer
approach from
crazy.
both something and
Nothing
Monye.
to say about how they are
This
going
year,
to switch
KC
it
will
up.
find their 7th.
One enemy remaining standing.
Regardless, so they are both looking absolutely electric.
Mine's a mini.
भाई टेबल तोड़ देगा Alex.
I do this mini.
I wish we could bring him out to these events, you know what I mean?
Just still get him on a React camera.
Oh god, yeah, that'd be great. I think that's just called a watch party, but still, he's not figured that one out yet, which is great. So maybe we can still steal him. As it stands, though, PRX still on the very verge of tipping the scales. This round, though, they are coming in less equipped. They do have stingers, sheriffs. They still have that rifle on something.
I mean, tools to work with as well. Showstopper potentially if one finds a kill.
You've almost got the full deck of ults on the other side, though, right? You've got everything there. There's a full play stack.
Here.
Now, traditionally, we've seen a couple of variations, but it's mostly Divide playing towards long, so maybe just him showing his hand isn't going to give away too much. That, however, should ring a couple alarm bells, maybe hoping to catch him a little further up towards long, but Carmine Core patiently waiting.
The dog, not sure how many it would have spotted there. Seekers in response here from Magnum. Everybody huddled towards this position. Smoke's about to drop here. Monye caught in the open. Has Forsaken as well.
Still
traded.
Bit of damage here, and Device still around. Wait for something, though. He's the final boss, and TP comes in. Yeah, nice work from Carmine Core. Quick pivot. Something is trying to hunt them at a similar pace. He is getting to spawn. He might get around the back of Shin here, depending on the timing, but still, they're going to get the plant. I don't think anyone's close enough to stop that now, so that's going to go down. But the back line, who wins this out?
think he's going to catch in here. Orbital strike committed.
Divide goes down. Mindfreak did get the trade, but look at this. Something now getting closer. We're down to 2 on either side. Mindfreak still only with that sheriff, but it might be enough. Martin waiting in showers. He's going to take down Mindfreak. It's all on one. Something. And he makes something out of this. Incredibly hard round to try and break back into now with these positions.
No lure, nothing.
Turn back into the flash. No swing from Martin.
दोनों का swing आएगा.
Double
पता ही था double swing आएगा.
They're in the post plant from Carmine Core. They're keeping this game close, Mike. They're building back now.
पता था double swing आएगा.
Still separate them. Frugal from both sides here in terms of investment of ultimates. Surprised to see the orbital strike come out there. PRX must have felt pretty good about things. Alex, not so much.
Penn took a beating.
Yeah. But ultimate's still available. Seekers and the Showstopper being the headliners for PRX. Still got that pit for Tamazi. Martin now try and fish out some information here on A site.
Let's see. He's blocking him. Just spotted him out there. How much can he get away with though? Can he slip through towards CT? But all eyes on him. But it's Narrate from up above. Taking down Forsaken and something. Sight's now open. Martin not going to be able to convert that kill, however. And they're getting quite paranoid of the flank. They're going to pop as well on top of it. Viper's bit to try and secure this. Monnier with the first man forward with the spray. Just connects well. This might be enough.
A Showstopper gone. PRX's opportunities now dwindling. You can see that.
They are going to save it.
Have to consider the save here.
Close out करना पड़ेगा भाई. Close करना पड़ेगा. Map ऐसे नहीं जीतोगे. 5-0 से map इतना close नहीं जाना चाहिए. I was thinking पटापट ये map clear होएगा. 12:30 तक तो दूसरा map खत्म हो जाएगा.
This sort of composition for a taste of their own medicine here. Won't be able to string together much of a purchase after this, but 2 rifles nonetheless.
क्या बात है भाई, इतना बफर भाई. YouTube को क्या दिक्कत है? लैग एंडेड एल स्ट्रीम. मेरा अकेले का नहीं हुआ, मतलब बच गए.
Sigue estos pasos para
Okay, he's watching on Twitch. Let's move to Twitch then, guys. Let's move to Twitch.
This map.
Let's move to freaking Twitch.
Another buy round and a chance to tie things up. Force the overtime. And not many tools at their disposal now. They're previously pretty frugal in terms of the investment, but saving grace here that PRX will only bring in 2 rifles, a couple of sheriffs, Stinger, Showstopper. Definitely a concern.
Looking to see if there are
end this, man, end this.
Stack anywhere. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if something goes walkabouts. Him joining them over towards B might be somewhat indicative of it, but again, just kind of scraping together a buy to try and even out the economy a little bit, getting what they can. Something's been a little off on his purchases in that regard, but still, Martin trying to test. He's going to get himself the orb there. Patient beginnings.
He just took
Does
the
that
ult
TP get
and
taken on the other side as well? Looks like it might be if they do spot a player, but as it stands, it's only Martin considered.
Was faking a little bit here, but that should be very indicative of what's going on, in case he can read that correctly. Still happy to let the clock tick away. So they might pivot back towards an A side hit here.
They are moving towards A again.
A deep smoke from Mindfreak. Potentially slowing things down. Nothing going to be found off the Showstopper except for information. In case he now dial up the pace towards A.
Yeah, they've got to get moving and they've got to clear.
No,
Done by Narrate.
man.
That's a tick in the box now. Can they take towards the side? Mindfreak is waiting. Quick little heal, going to get them topped up here. Flank is on the way, but that's going to be watched. Shin is on flank duty. He's got to catch Monnier. CT has the rest of the team coming back through. Martin clears Mindfreak. And now Divide something. Shoulder to shoulder.
We spotted him on yet, saw him.
Spotted. He's going to be able to... Did he just get seen on the other side?
Yeah, he got seen on the other side.
Okay, so still, that's threat noted. Monnier should be dead here, yeah. 3-man squad waiting for him. Done. Quick turn of attention, because look who's on the side. Device now here. Tomasi handles it well. Something can do nothing about this. Too many bodies, too little time. Carmine Core. They're back in the game.
Bro, I'm unable to tell you anything.
Win out this buy round here.
Kind of बात करने के लिए कुछ बचा ही नहीं है.
This PRX just is itching to make something happen in this round.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, it'll be tough behind this.
Alex will
It
like
could
do
give
क्या चल
KC
रहा है?
access to overtime.
Nice, let's go, boys. Let's go.
Forsaken, one of his ultimate, something, Empress.
Cutting through.
Nothing else really here. The TP from Shin. Well, the TP from Shin's gonna get right behind this. He's committed to it.
Spike! No!
Push it, I'm saying push it.
Get
They were like W दबा दो.
That could be it. That Spike is in a disastrous place. Shin doesn't get noted by the flash, but they're so aware. Monnier sweeps back through.
Oh, it's just one of those rounds where
They were like W दबा दो. फर्क नहीं पड़ता, close करो.
Round 23, by the way. That's just ridiculous. You let your foot off the gas for a minute.
A second. You thought maybe, oh, we could just cross up towards Hookah. No, no, you absolutely couldn't. And that might be the start and the end of this map. That Spike being lost there. Because they can go back to their default.
I love the way the PRX have just disengaged from this as well. So they know KC have so many question marks here. They have to shift walk around the entirety of the map. Now got the Spike, 40 seconds left and limited options.
It looks like Narrate be a problem, pull rotation, and pray that Magnum can outdo Forsaken. He's got one flash and a slow rotation coming his way from Monnier as well, so he's in a real pickle here. Forsaken has the angle, and he's got the shot. Spike now left, it's all on one. Narrate, can you do anything? Monnier is getting audacious.
It's done for!
Get to 13 and claim map 1.
Not clean, but do it.
Great resilience shown here from Carmine Court.
Not clean, but yeah. Somewhat clean. उतना भी clean नहीं गया. Let's fucking go, Mono. Top 12 P1 media proposed to set up a request to the tournament on Monday off POV streams. टूर्नामेंट प्राइस पूल एंड डेट्स 5 से 10 लाख का टूर्नामेंट हो तो एक वीक, 10 से 15 लाख का टूर्नामेंट तो 10 से 12 लाख, 10 से 12 दिन और 20 से 25 लाख का टूर्नामेंट तो 15 से 17 दिन. Team point of the at least for making tournament not boring. POV streams are not allowed for a reason because Johnson will take all the watching of the tournament. Someone वो करता भी नहीं है. Meanwhile, Sky Sports with 30-day qualifiers. ये लोगों और रोटर पे मत करो. Everybody wants that. Chill hai. Bro, life flashed before his eyes. They should have handled shenanigans. So you are essentially saying buy the G bundle, right? It happened. It happened. It has happened. RCB's won a title. I was here. Bhai Sahab, baby. And we have Never mind, that was not the most loop-sided international match. I was just reminded of the game. Gambit Esports versus Crazy Raccoon. 13-1, 13-1. VCT Stage 3 Masters Berlin. आ गया टूर्नामेंट शेड्यूल, मजा आएगा. पैसिफिक का टूर्नामेंट शेड्यूल आ गया है बॉयज. वॉच पार्टी फिर से चालू हो जाएंगी. भागे रे मन, मस्त गाना. अंकल सर्टिफाइड मूवमेंट बाय PRX डेविड. Was it hard losing Jing and having to... Yeah, of course, he has been big part of PaperX and finding someone else got very hard. We have a new player. He got, in the tournament. So, see, bhai sahab. बचा तो रहा है मोनी, ट्राई तो कर रहा है अपनी सबसे बेस्ट एंड द टीम इज सपोर्टिंग. तो भाई तुम लोग भी सपोर्ट करो. यू हैवंट बॉट द ब्लेड बंडल येट. ये भाई आप परफॉर्म ही नहीं करते हो, क्या लूं? पैसे थोड़ी खर्च करूंगा, आप परफॉर्म नहीं करोगे तो. Insane tournament for all of us. Thank you for the effort. Love you guys. Benji Fishy, Rain, Patrick, Boo, Val, Mini Boo, and all the stuff. Let's go. Who is the best Haven team in the Val history? Haven पे Haven तो अगर actually frankly speaking ना, भाई लाउड का बहुत अच्छा गया था. I can't say fanatic but loud. The only person I clicked a picture with all was I like the college all the trolling I read and all the mental pain I caused to him. I cannot be sorry enough. I realized it was too much. Sometimes I kept it as unharmed as possible. Oi. 3-0 weekend, let's go. The Swiss format is actually so confusing. The Indians and already qualified for playoffs all. Yeah, they qualified. Okay, so now the other two teams to qualify will be yeah, bas. Will play against each other for 2 slots cause 4-way tied. 4-way tie आना ही था. Getting 2 wins make winners play winners, losers play losers. The same track record. Indians and both 1-2-0, so they are already through. Now we are seeing 2-1 teams to qualify. Let's go. बेस्ट फॉर्मेट है, बेस्ट फॉर्मेट. आप 2 जीतो आप क्वालिफाइड हो, आप 2 हारो आप बाहर हो. सिंपल. ब्रो RCB जीता है. द थिंग इज ना, RCB का टैग लगा हुआ है. जेंडर बायसनेस आई नहीं ना. कॉन्वे इंजर्ड, पत्राना इंजर्ड, मुस्तफिजुर इंजर्ड. टफ टाइम्स फॉर CSK मैन. America sends the strongest. Welcome to playoffs, loud GG. जिंगी बोई. नेक्स्ट थोड़ा और कुछ आया अगर तो. Loud smashed the series so hard, Salah told himself to sit down. बैठ जाओ भाई. Monitor. Playoff secured. Something and 4 seconds, bhai sahab. Sad exit for EDG. Sadak pretty much read all of their plays and lurks like a book. Add on top that they are swingy team, felt like they were cooked once in their timing shut down. Team with such great aim just lost. Talent is the talent is there to beat anyone, but still need to improve on mental and adapting once their scripted game plan is tamed. Actually, yes, plan B था ही नहीं. Plan B kind of था ही नहीं. Paper X tips anything bang. No shot they kept the promise by the signal bundle. The Paper X guys are just having fun, man. This team is great. भाई यही तो बात मैं कर रहा था. What's up, Ayan? क्या हाल है? TWE का नया रोस्टर आ गया. चलो RCB got the trophy. Paper X versus Heretics was one of fun in a long time. Benji shivering and standing up. Paper X coming back, kneeling him to sit down. Back and forth, both teams pushing each other to go bigger and better. Ends with something. Give me the ball and runs that. Heretics like a demon. बस एग्जाम्स का मौसम चल रहा है, वो तो चल ही रहा है. आज 18 तारीख है, 21 तारीख से मेरे ही पेपर है. मेरे पे 11,000 पॉइंट से 11,000 प्रेडिक्ट. जाओ भाई, 11,000 के 11,000 जाओ. लो भाई, 11,000 है, 11,000 के 11,000 जाओ. हार्दिक पांड्या गुजर गया, एक्स पे ट्रेंड चल रहा है, पता नहीं.
If util setups,
Zero idea.
it's crazy that I'm talking about Reyna as like the big util agent, but they don't have those same tools to set up these combos like they do on some of these other maps. So I think this will be a bit of an easier time for KC to punish when they're playing their attack.
So you mentioned the Lotus situation and them being so good at this
Back
map, but
like
I
your
also
boys.
have to say in the back of my mind that if Paper X comes out just like
Zero
they did
idea,
on Vine,
zero idea.
with a
मैंने वो
big
देखा
lead,
राइट साइड
and
में,
then you're
बट
like,
मेरे
oh
को
my God,
zero
we're
idea है.
good here. I get a little worried about the young team on that stage in that situation.
And not only that, we were talking about how Monier is doing great in this tournament. How today specifically, he's performing super well.
क्या
And he's going to be leading
double duelist?
race onto Forsaken.
I mean, we saw Forsaken's debut on Raze last night.
डबल डुएलिस्ट, डबल कंट्रोलर, इनिशिएटर. भाई साहब बिना सेंटिनल खेल रहे हैं.
Rules don't matter. Agents aren't real. It's Paper X.
कुछ भी कॉम्प उठाते हैं.
For Carmine Corp. This is a team who went on a run in EMEA.
System
From
manual
Melons to Madrid, they have
no
done
comments.
something no one could have ever expected of them. And now they're here in an elimination match.
No comments. Simple.
Going home empty-handed. These are all young players. For all of them, this is the biggest match, maybe, except Magnum Bay back when, but it's a very different time. It's now him as a leader, and they need to come back here.
And for Paper X, it's quite the
FNC
opposite.
Magnum
They need
से
to close
KC
this
Magnum.
in a very good fashion if they want to be contenders for those playoffs. Genji is already waiting on the other side.
एलेक्स मेरे को पता है, वो इंडियन फैमिली का अंकल लगता है भाई. ईशो तंग आ गया बच्चों से कि बच्चे कुछ कर ही नहीं रहे. और बच्चे अपना पूरा ट्राई करते हैं, फिर रिजल्ट आता है. Because no comments on that because मेरे को कुछ पता ही नहीं है. जब नहीं पता है तो बात ही क्या करूं.
I mean, we're still running with this guy on PaperX again. There's some dedication towards keeping that here. But it's the Astra. You can switch Mindfreak and Monya between. If this
Like
is
literally, Alex is the one uncle
here in Madrid,
in the family.
a real head scratcher here.
भाई जो बच्चों पे किल्स हुआ रहता है कि बच्चे कुछ नहीं करते.
A lot of utility. Obviously, open up the possibilities, especially on a map like Lotus. Three-site map. PRX early on probe towards B, but really catch wind.
They will keep the team on the foot.
Magnum will spot out the rotation.
उठाले force किया कहीं.
Real progress towards site here and
Left में तुरंत रहेगा.
Disconnected from B once again. Looks like PRX gonna follow through this time.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Forsaken's in a bit of a tricky
Shot Remanier.
He's got the shot on lock. Gonna take
Nice 4 second. कोई बात नहीं.
PRX just brawl out on the site.
Well played.
On the site. Heartbreak for KC there as Narrate
Atta.
drifting on through. How does this happen?
And a beautiful setup here. The paint shell posted in between the two mollies.
भाई ये नाइफ सबसे कड़क नाइफ है बे. मैं मतलब यूज करके ऐसा हो गया हाथ में ऐसा आता है ना एनिमेशन बहुत तगड़ा लगता है.
How can you prep? There's not an awful lot you can do other than.
Guys, we are at 8 likes. Let's go for 10 likes soon.
Sort of approach, but then when you come out here and there's a different composition, there's another set of question marks. Whether or not PRX really even rely on these agents to excel in terms of utility or continue to run it down. Forsaken and something on your front line, you've got to feel very confident regardless of who's on what behind that.
We're looking for that four-place
Something
stack
on
here.
Jet, raised, Forsaken.
Flash was enough that PRX don't like
भाई
what they
ranked
see,
भी
and
ऐसी
it's
नहीं
actually
चलती.
quite well timed that they drift away. They will have a completely open A site. They'll note the lack of utility after last round. Magnum was there. I mean, it's not the big.
अबे hello. Hello. Free मटका. या मेरे लिए अटका सिर्फ.
Identifying the judges there. Don't expect too many bodies
Ah,
to
okay.
in this way.
That was only
Punished on
me.
the second
Monnier's going to buy some
attempt here.
time.
Yeah, a lot of time bought here.
And something's on the case here, just prowling on the edges of those smokes. Opting to try and clear, to farm through, to try and hunt down these final
Something
players,
is
but
mad,
again
man.
with a connection. Can they make this really costly? It looks like they're going to try and exit through CT, which is the right call. Monnier going to double around.
He just shot one. He just shot one.
Making this, cost a little bit. Mind Freak and Divide do manage to escape. That Bulldog's still in play.
I mean, I think they only lose the judge, though, if I'm not mistaken.
They just got taken back in too, but yeah.
Let's go.
Purchase was, but regardless, something straight onto the operator.
ये भाई something फिर से तीसरा राउंड ऑपरेटर आ गई.
In the mix here for Carmine Court. Doesn't really even
Well, something. Will Carmine Court be expecting the operator from something in the round 3? मतलब yeah, operator expected होगी, but round 3 में?
Drifting really deep onto this angle.
Is it
Very
Sur?
No resistance from KC on the other side, unless Magnum was spotted.
Yeah. He was jump spotting that corner earlier.
Yeah.
That round 3 में expect करेंगे.
Away from the repertoire. I'm worried that someone else might be going to go. Narrate's very nearby to
Op
this.
अगर round 3 में expect करने लगे तो हो गया.
They've noted that operator. No bullets have been fired, but if they'd seen anything, you can't do it. You can see them trying to toy with it. Daring anyone to try and peek a little further forward, but no one is. Good control being shown by Carmine Court. Mind Freak getting very close. Should have been considered here by Narrate, and he has.
Mind Freak smoke में कहीं के लिए घुसा यार.
Putting bodies behind this.
A gap towards B here, but Spike not committed either way.
अभी तक भी ऑपर का पता नहीं है.
Resort to that now. I mean, it's only really Shin that's going to be able to.
He's not giving any kind of clue कि यहाँ पे उसके पास ऑप है.
Creeping closer and closer.
Still not noting this operator.
He's like, I won't shoot a single bullet.
They're looking for a pick, but look how deep Carmine Core are sitting. They're not playing PRX's games right now. Right call as well. Re-smoking and the spike trying to make it across. Does anyone catch it in the heels? No, but something's cleared so deep here. They've got to be careful of door. They've got to be careful of the flank, considering how far something is cleared towards CT.
They're really doing. Unfortunately, now questions. Okay, so you need to figure this out pretty quickly.
अब तो पता ही है.
A real exchange of utility here as the retake starts to build up. Something rattling off a couple of shots, but Forsaken in a fantastic position as well. If he can hold this down, he can become such a thorn in their side. try and maybe double up here.
अब तो kind of पता ही है या
Just going to strike him on Ye do anything in a 1v3. Carmine Core flooding the site and he just can't find it. They put bodies
Shit,
in
bro.
places. They time it well. They swing back through.
Off गई third round की off गई.
KC are playing in spawn. They're still in buy phase with 20 seconds left on the clock here. And a really, really well coordinated retake. This is after there's a gravity well to slow things down just inside Link. Don't leave him hanging. Don't leave him. Oh no.
तू wait करके बैठा हो बोलता पहले defuse होने दे. Bro, waiting for the fist bump for the rest of your rest of the thing.
Game's lost.
Yeah, it's wraps.
Let's go, Mike. Pace change, looking like. Committed control towards Mound this time as well. And yeah, look at this. Very pacey. Gonna get the first real glimpse of this C site. Hadn't tested too much. And again, KC gonna evacuate. Why would they stick around? They've heard enough of this. Don't need any more of it. That's gonna be a plant. But look at that big flank coming out from Monnier. His timing could be critical.
Latest flank.
Need to hold a fair amount of this space for it to really come to fruition.
Looking to be a nuisance in the backlines here. This is not a good face-off, an operator versus a judge. Actually, Monnier pulls the trigger just the right time.
Love seeing something swing as well, just to make sure it goes their
way. Latest flank.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Narrate gonna try and bully his way past, but it's not just one. The whole team's gonna be here. Doesn't want to lose the operator, but they're hunting him down now. The hunter becoming the hunted as Tomasi falls. And it looks like that operator's made its way out.
पूरा chase down कर रहे हैं पूरा.
Earlier, I believe it was something holding. Just the finest angle. Trying to get away, Narrate. Gotta be careful though. There is the rest of the
Full chase down चल रहा है यहाँ पे. Like करे दोस्तों.
Uncharacteristic misses here from something. If you're going to continue to invest behind that operator. Really well coordinated here, Monnier. And that potentially is the game plan for him on the Astra. Just be very disconnected from some of these site hits. Again, that's the real benefit. If you can create this space, and KC are happy to concede it.
How will this round go?
Behind all of these plays.
Short for second.
Issues here for Forsaken. Finish on the first hit.
फटाफट heal ले ले.
Hell out dodge.
You just can't aim duel against these guys. You just, even in a fair fight. And in the meantime, not only did they get the pick towards C, they've already started to make that progress towards A. Obviously, much better off. The weapon going to be rewarded. Monnier.
Magnum.
Magnum going to get one back. That could be a weapon potentially recovered. Something on the case to keep control of it, and that's going to allow time for the plant to come in. Narrate still has that rifle, but that's about it. Beyond them, Stinger in play.
क्या ulti खुलेगी?
Oh, that's rough. Not what he wanted there. Not what they wanted at all.
Something gets pinged off that.
क्या fade ulti खुलेगी?
Back off that angle.
क्या nightfall आएगा?
Need to get through this choke point.
Don't know what they got to go with. Prowler's already sent down. They got to just go for it.
I think so आना चाहिए.
Those misses starting to make a bit of a
अब
problem.
नहीं आएगा.
Forsaken gonna find one, but falls. Narrate holding this down. Can he do this? Can he really pop off here? 3 would be exceptional. He gets it to halfway. Oh, but Divide just oh my God, he's got him. This time
बिना ulti के retake कर लिया. Throw कर दिया बे ये round. Throw किया पूरा बिना ulti के ये retake करके throw कर. PRX. Alex पक्का टेबल पीटेगा ये राउंड पे तो पक्का मैं भी टेबल पीटूं. Alex क्या पीटेगा? Alex क्या पीटेगा ये तो इसमें तो मैं भी पीटूं. बहुत गंदा खेले.
Probably not too happy about some of the overcommits here from this post plant. Not at that point where you can just swing onto them, run the clock down.
क्यों भाई? भाई है ना एक्स्ट्रा पीक करना है क्यों है?
Narrate though flipping it on its head.
This early mountain challenge has not been going particularly well for KC. However, this time do have a little bit more, but does he get caught?
Basic cheese है.
That was over towards the A side of the map, so This could be working out. Oh, not at all. Actually, Martin gonna spot the
Bro, ये ना वो ये round actually momentum shifting round हो सकता है जो यहाँ पे throw हुआ है.
Better start if you're Carmine Core.
And Alex knows this.
Looking to flash through here, but doesn't even catch. Martin unaffected. The paint shell's perfect as well.
Alex actually knows this.
Martin's having a go at things now.
Operator main.
What has been a dreary start for him. And that's not a bad way to begin it. And suddenly they're on red alert. This went from, okay, take a fight to, hold on, it's still something. Let's relax here a little bit.
Let's go operator main, baby.
And he wants that. He wants to take that space. Does he? He's trying to work out if he's enough time maybe for a
किसी का shoulder भी दिखेगा ना ये चपका देगा.
Maybe a second or two of doubt. Plant something that he
30
wants.
seconds left.
No one's playing his tune.
It is just like that. कि किसी का
Problem is with Shin still alive. Opportunity to smoke off here, so he has to dig his heels in.
किसी का shoulder भी दिखेगा ना ये चपका देगा.
With an open plant.
He needs
to have
to
the blade storm. He needs to pick early.
And if Carmine Core is as disciplined as we credited them, they shouldn't give him that. There should never be an opportunity.
Smoke causes issues.
Yeah,
Can you see under it? No, he can't.
I thought he might
पैर
have a
दिखा
little
नहीं
bit
वो
there,
one way
but
में.
trying to play to the edge of it.
बच
And now
गया.
we're moving up. Oh my God, he's got the pick. Hold on, this is game on.
Oi, oi, oi!
Too much. Carmine Core, keep that control, keep that heads-up work, playing together and getting the defuse. Scoreline all even.
You see again winning out in the early round. Very early pick onto Monnier. Really hinders that sort of slow play towards a post plant. Martin though, looking really crispy with the operator here.
Why are they kind of peeking here?
Overwhelmed a little bit here. After finally managing to get the plant down, we'll see an early timeout from PRX.
Toyota
wasn't too happy in one of the post plants. That loss over on A side to narrate. I'm curious if this overall is the approach that the PRX want to take with this sort of comp switch up. The problem being Divide just becomes, I don't want to say useless, but his impact is really limited in these sort of kind of slow mid to late rounds. It's not really going to cause too much pressure unless PRX win out early on towards Mound, early on towards Rubble, get themselves towards a site. And maybe Munya is on Astra to kind of counterbalance that.
They are enjoying it. Alex is थोड़ा सा
a lot of these questions
effed up right now.
with one time and practice, and you can kind of find your way to work it out. But
Nobody would be wanting map 3 actually. अगर मैं PRX fans की बात करूँ, क्यों चाहिए होगा map 3?
Behind the scenes, if this is just a very last minute change, if there's something they thought
They'll be feeling it कि खत्म करो ना.
wasn't going to be the answer they needed.
Map 2 is enough.
But to change it at this point is I mean, it's a credit to PRX to be able to do it.
The answer is to just get Forsaken on Raze.
I mean, it has worked to an extent. Maybe you have to see how that works out now. As it looks a simplistic start, but a great paranoia actually should facilitate the site. I don't think much is going to stop them here apart from their own paint shell, but even then something fancies his go of it. Going to get in there with a stinger. And look at this tempo change. Look at this. No plant, but they've drawn out the lockdown so early. Now going to go for this. Divide's going to go through.
Bro.
And Martin's the one to find Monnier, so that lurk's been removed, and they're going to dive on in.
Oh, he didn't get caught with the stun!
That's
No, man!
3 in the round, 2 off the rocket, and now Martin, can he do any more? He's feeling it, he wants more. He's chomping at the bit, he wants some dead. Magnum, going to take down Forsaken, but one more.
Nice!
Can do something, has to watch as the defuse comes in. And Carmine Core all too prepared for this.
What a round for Martin again. The finest of margins to get past that Trailblazer. I'm not even sure. Did he pick up an empty stinger at the end there? The way it looked like there's a little bit of a delay, but again, KC figuring out exactly what PRX want to do with Monya.
वो आना सीज हुए ना कुछ फिर भी पड़ गए. सीज वीज होते कुछ होता गेम में तो फर्क पड़ता. बिना सीज हुए पड़ गए.
Kind of tailor-made around Monya, buying time. PRX aren't really achieving what they need to make that work.
Martin and Shin, and good to see Martin finding a bit of comfort here. He's been Not quite to the extent of what we saw online, or at least I say online, in the kickoff tournament. It was very much, not, I wouldn't say headline. You'd give that to Narrate, but he was right underneath him, very close.
But एक चीज है ना यार, if KJ नहीं है तो defense में कैसे hold करोगे VOC?
And a quick adjustment for PRX.
Info कैसे आएगी? Info.
And away they go. Forsaken gonna be cut off at the door though. And a quick adjust, looking to potentially pressure. Maybe gets the timing right on this. They are all going towards CT.
For Narrate here to post a nightfall.
I'm waiting to see that pressure come back
Spike's
through.
still not planted.
No, and something is screwed. Magnum clears him with ease, and Forsaken finally strikes. But the rest of the team took a moment to back away, but it's Narrate on the punish towards Monnier. They're losing out on numbers. Forsaken can only find so much impact, surely. They need to scramble away from here. The pit might almost act as a hindrance, because Mindfreak can hold this.
Now there's massive question marks outside this, but it's all 4 members of KC.
Oh, Martin finds Mindfreak, and that spike is over on C. It's going the longest way possible. So you're gonna need Forsaken to find so much.
10 seconds left. Divide will get Seekers off this. Still has a flash to work with.
Forsaken needs so much here.
Forsaken at least 2 मारेगा तो round निकलेगा.
He's gonna hear him. It's time to shine. He's good for one, but Martin was so quick with the response. Divine next. In line here. Jump on the first to draw the fire. Falls back. Flash. Buys a second. They've still got to clear him. Does he get noted? Yes, he does. Oh, he's dead to rights.
The spam.
Carmine Core showing diligence now, starting to really
The
get
spam.
a PRX.
This is rough. Timing a little off. I guess the synergy a little off between Divine and Forsaken here.
Yeah.
Forsaken commits to that early peak. He has the showstopper. You almost want them to come into this choke point here.
They picked up the operator.
Out towards KC's spawn.
C is weak सब हो गया ना, तकलीफ हो रहा है.
Maybe a little bit lost in comms there.
मेरे को वो देखना, मेरे हिसाब से तो अल्टी यूज किया है Forsaken. बट अगर अल्टी यूज किया है तो बर्बाद है.
Look like they were gonna lose out initially, but Narrate's ultimate.
भाई एलेक्स इसमें से यार गलती नहीं थी.
Give them access back onto A side. I'm carrying on.
एलेक्स ने इसमें गलती नहीं थी यार.
You?
There's some temptation, but no, you're right, because look at this start. Look at Forsaken, right off the rip. Trying to get the... Oh! Shuts Forsaken the hell up. Not even going to get a voice line off, let alone the ult. And now what do? They've lost out on that early chance. You're down to 4. Something's position's going to be noted. Already early rotation from Narrate. And this map just doesn't look kind to PRX now, Mike.
It doesn't. KC definitely in control here at the tempo. This first half. Magnum will potentially be called upon and spotted here on the
dash in.
Maybe the dash across though. Unscathed so far.
Plant आएगा.
Will be uncontested.
4v5 का retake आएगा.
Once again.
Heaven का smoke वापिस आएगा.
He's playing very late here. Exceedingly late. So putting a lot of faith in the boys on the side. They can hold back this flood that's coming in right
Nice shot.
now. 1-for-1 trade, but it's not
nice trades, man.
Sweeping through.
Mindfreak, hello.
Freak bites right back. And now Monnier needs to come forward here. Needs to be part of this. Narrate down low.
Both the controllers of the team, man, are controlling.
He can't hit the shot on the cross, and now it's all on Mindfreak. What a way to come back in, Carmine Core.
क्या मारा ये?
Get the job done. They are starting to really tip the scales here, Mike.
PRX really struggling. I mean, this almost has sort of echoes of the approach Fnatic had.
या ना यहाँ पे विवेक कैसे किया? मेरे को वो बताओ. मेरा मुंह इसके लिए उतर गया भाई.
PRX were just left scratching their heads in that series. Carmine Core look like they've taken a leaf out of that book. I mean, typically you credit for PRX's ability to convert space into success. And this sort of play style, not really the approach to make, but PRX really struggling.
They are.
Second time out called, round 10.
says quite a lot, just that in a fact, right? So, again, when we talk about this map-wise, it did sit quite nicely with Carmine Core. We credited them very highly on this map. This is one that kind of put them not necessarily on our radar, but it very much solidified what a lot of people were looking at. But the fact, as I said, that they're doing this to PRX after what was a very good first map, this has got to be a huge confidence builder for Carmine Core and kind of bringing them back to where they should be mentally, because a lot of us kind of discussed this coming into this event as well. If they don't start off with a confident beginning, they could lose a little bit of that I guess, faith in the calling and executing the plans they've come up with, but so far it's looking absolutely on the money here. This could certainly spur
the Bears are enjoying.
forward. But the timeout came in, a couple more rounds to play with, and a full purchase here for PRX.
Both the Bears are enjoying.
With the TP for Shin. 3 off the showstopper. Again, Martin not really been relying on that too much with how he's been hitting. Operator definitely a more valuable investment in his hands than something so far. We have a pace change here. PRX, no secrets about this on the way in. No slow creep.
First time it feels like all 5 are actually working towards something. Normally Monnier was disconnected, but this time I'm playing somewhat close to the pack here.
Plant hoga, one drop down.
Prowler gonna come through.
5v5 retake again. By retake, the KC is playing so good, man.
There, something trying to play ahead. Does really well with that. Takes down Tomasi and wants a bit more, but he's not going to be able to get back up that rope here. Forsaken going to be forced away as well, but they're still trying to stand their ground. Almost
nice one, though, eh?
Approach, but it's
nice one, Forsaken.
20. Can they sweep the side?
Nice.
For us now. You pulled off a 1v4.
Good shots, Renate, actually. जब तक हमारा जितना हमारा अच्छा मारा है.
We're going to try and hold on to the operator. Oh, hang on. Still got back down rope here. PRX think he's saving. Oh, I mean, there's a star down regardless on the spike. Looking to do some further damage to the economy, but
अब जाके save कर लेगा.
Run the risk. He should be safe to get out here. Don't think he's got time to get back to the operator, so PRX a slight adjustment in pace coming out of the timeout. Get themselves a round win. Yeah, we haven't seen this sort of play coming out so far. I think the real thing to notice is PRX have forced back in their shells a little bit.
Which is strange.
Yeah, again, you can read this pretty well. It's like, yeah, as 5, they're sitting back, they're in CT, they're getting ready to retake. Usually PRX will be like, cool, let's send 2 people in there. Let's throw a flash in there. Let's get a little deeper, but we haven't really seen that.
That could have been what the time now. Okay.
Rubble तक का control instantly. ओही trigger gate खुला था.
That looked like it was about to be wraps and Mod.
Shot, Martin.
Still good for it.
Narrate, hello. Narrate.
Standing here and fighting.
I've got your trail.
Which team is which? It almost felt like it was PRX doing that sort of stuff.
Shin, you gotta be careful.
Shin is 1 HP now.
And he was the last line of defense on this A site. A quick
Shin is 5 HP.
Great.
Oh my god.
No.
Idea. Magnum just reads him like a book.
I mean, there's almost an eternity that passes after these Seekers identify where Magnum is.
This is tough. Shin's vulnerable, but now you've got Magnum with his entirety of his setup here.
पूरा C पे setup रहेगा रे.
His position. Divide can't cross this without being spotted.
56 HP as well. Yep.
There it is. Paranoia getting prepped. A little bit of pre-fire, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, bye-bye. Divide. Gonna go for the dog here. Couldn't quite close the gap, though, noting that they'd fallen away from that close angle, but it's 20 seconds. I think he knows this one. Tips here.
I'm not sure if I missaw that, but I thought the Seeker went to the left. It's invested from rubble. Obviously, Shin took a ton of damage inside tree, but I'm not sure if we're going to get a chance to see that on the replay.
बहुत ज़्यादा यहाँ पे ballsy move था.
Way off here. I believe if the door's broken, yeah, Magnum's broken the door. So I don't know if that information's just lost in the exchange or what. But a real gamble to take this TP all the way towards C site.
बोला था कि TP कर लो, but वो बोलने के चक्कर में जाने के चक्कर में साइट हुआ ही नहीं भाई, क्लियर ही नहीं हुआ ना. 7-5, go for 7-5.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what happens here, because I was focused on it. Well, I've missed it there.
Yeah.
I know Shin took a ton of damage inside tree. Maybe they're thinking, yeah, we've tagged up the A-site player, so surely Magnum's going to commit towards helping his teammate.
Right, yeah. Bit of a critical issue there. Hey, Magnum.
They are trying to fight. They fought actually.
This is very out of character, but it's worked very well. Completely surprising PRX with a change of pace, taking a somewhat late duel over by Mound. And it worked very well for themselves. Shin on fire, they're taking down Divide. Monye noted.
I told you not for it.
Nowhere to run on that Carmine Core. You've seen real
Bro, they got fought with PRX everywhere.
Now in that sort of round where PRX are looking to get feisty, get up in your face, take an engagement. Squashed. KC happy to throw bodies on the line.
Let's go! Let's go, boys! Energy into it.
Definite. Yes, energy booster, confidence booster for Carmine Court.
And now a chance to
Guys, make sure to hit that like and subscribe यार.
Really stepped up here, Martin.
मेरे को वैसा चेयर चाहिए भाई जिसमें मैं रिलैक्स करके आराम से बैठ सकूं.
Hello, Martin.
वो रिलैक्सिंग वाली चीज मिली नहीं है, पता नहीं जगह कम है यार एक तो.
It's just not there at the moment, and I think the whole
team is
we are not playing at the same level as we did in kickoff, and team play and comms are just not on the spot. And we just choked. So I think that Magnum obviously is in change, but he's learning very fast, and I think his calls are very good. I don't think he fell short
अब ठीक है.
QT. I think it was a
अब actually ठीक है, थोड़ा सा enjoy करेंगे.
We for sure are better than that.
15 seconds less, 10, just no chance, surely.
Taps it, hoping that a few of these players will be out wide and open. Unbelievable this time. Unbelievable. Endless seconds available. Since this is miles away. The Nightfall going to confirm.
Guys, देखो क्या movie कड़ा के यार.
Rubble, narrate, 9 below.
I just went for the first day last show. बहुत मजा आया था.
Not do stupid stuff, even though I'm having
11:30 वाला show, 11:30, 11:55 वाला show गया था मैं, बहुत entertaining था.
The game is very hard for the others. So I think it's just me being calm because it's just another match. People shouldn't think that it's death or do match because it just adds on the pressure. It's just about us not having the greatest team play right now, and we're trying to work on it.
Eight to 4, Carmine Court showing us a little of what really enamored us with them during that kickoff phase. Those retakes being very, very solid. Starting to see some of that individual flair coming out from not just Narrate, but also Martin as well. Some great reads from Magnum, a lot of those key elements. Now, on the other side here, flipping the script a little, PRX, it felt like a last-minute change coming in with this comp. I'd be happy to be proven wrong if they say, hey, no, this is where we intend to be, but it didn't quite land where I wanted it to.
No, and I think there's an opportunity to really, I guess, demonstrate it in the second half here. But it feels like in the mid round, these slow, drawn-out rounds, where they have to concede space, not using the utility, they're always going to win out. Let's see. Now Carmine Court trying to approach. Get themselves up mound pretty quickly. The rest of PRX making their way past Rubble right now.
Martin see the VCT.
Yet to just disconnect, but Martin down to 20 HP already.
He's trying to stay maybe a little postured just to look a little more threatening. Seconds, but that flash should be noted.
It's an open path, so KC looking to potentially reset towards mound, but actually no, they're pushing spawn.
Okay, the turret's been dealt with quickly. They should have an idea that everyone's here. They've seen 3 different pieces of utility, and they're just going to flood CT. But already something's going to catch Shin. Can they try and disrupt these final players? It's going to be a playthrough back on short as well. Magnum going to be flashed off the angle. You can already see the smokes be coming up here. The diffuse is going to be starting.
Nice shot.
Going to be dragged
shot.
PRX.
काटने भागो.
Come off it. You got 5 rounds. Relax a little. What are they up to?
It's always the same PRX underneath.
They are like काटने भागो, बस हो गया.
The crazy thing is, it always almost looks like that's the plan, that's the call. Somebody's saying that. Like, I've got to reload. Oh, I'm going to knife him. I'm going to knife him.
Look at him. Look at him. Screaming. I can't believe it.
Oh, that's how they kick off the second half.
Oh no, I'm nervous now. They're just gonna do PRX things like...
Flabbergasted. Yeah, obviously.
Unconfirmed, but a ton of damage. That's a Monya.
दवाई भैया से heal ले लो.
Oh. I don't know what he was caught on there. Have a smoke out, something?
I don't know, but he looked lost in the sauce.
Nice one,
Yeah,
yeah. At least you took two, man.
Kind of bail out the player by door as well. This is... Sure, Mike. I'll leave
Baaki
you to
bande
the
scene hai.
analysis on this one.
Now there's action coming now.
No, look, it's time.
Plant's going to come through.
Shot.
Martin looking for something, but
Find
what's
something.
going to happen? Yeah, find something on the other end of it. The Ray post up close to it. Judge it could do some damage.
And again, good damage. Oh dear.
Okay.
Balls to divide. These rounds are getting weird.
2v1.
Left in a 1v2. Can he make something out of it? He might just be able to. Something with a judge and Shin with a dream. He knows it. He knows he's close by. What the hell can Shin do?
Hey, कोई और weapon होता.
Something. Making sure he's dead, by the way.
It just cleared about 8 different.
गाली तो पड़ने वाली है.
It's such an awkward
Because the way you played is very bad actually. भाई इतने weapons कैसे lose out कर सकते हो?
Because he's out in the middle of nowhere. On
yeah,
B
just
side.
drifting.
Must be just come out of sending a smoke somewhere. So it looked like he was reloading.
Classic पे how can you whip so many weapons, man?
We
helicopter.
I don't know what happened. That whole round was just...
That is full helicopter scene, man.
Carmichael looking to continue pressuring towards Mount here. It's a switch up, something on the other side of this.
Well, I don't feel like something's going to do some nasty work here.
He's hanging around.
Yeah, okay, just...
तोड़ दे भाई, तोड़ दे.
Get out.
What the hell is going on? A late smoke towards main, but they might just disrespect it. They know they can. Something down a little low, but he's still trying to be ferocious about this. Shin trying to play ahead of it, but it's Magnum to find him.
Shot.
Oh, Monye with a belting shot on Martin. Still going to find value even just with that Sheriff. Where the hell's the rest of the squad, though?
For a crunch back through the door here, potentially. KC in the danger zone. As soon as this opens up, though, it's a two-way street.
Magnum. So get played in on this.
Check it.
It's Shin with the spam to catch him. And now the odds are looking less and less likely for PRX to close that gap, but you can never write these guys out. Shin just controlling on the site, though, really keeping a firm
6-9.
denies the door. And the options for Mind Freak have
Bulldog भी save करो भाई.
dissipated.
जो मिले वो save करो right now.
Weird coming out of this round as well, because it's Monya and Divide to have some credits left in the bank, but Casey's round win here almost gives them a huge
At this moment of time, you don't have money, man. 50, 400.
Knocking on the door of double digits as well. First ult cycle just about
One away from double digits.
Few members of Carmine. So yeah, narrate 2 away. Shin 1 off the TP. Magnum and Martin about halfway. With something expecting to have the Blade Storm at least here, buying down to 550, and looks like actually considering throwing everything in here. It's Forsakenness to concern that far away from the showstopper as well. He's only got a Sheriff. Switch up here from KC though.
Good luck, Divine. There. Is hightailing it away, which is probably the right call. Now, if you're Carmine Core, you're still going to do somewhat of a diligent clear. You can't be too lackadaisical about it, but there's a pace to them. They want to get this early starting quite quickly. Going to note the player towards top side.
Smoke अभी तक आया नहीं, but
though going to take away something. He's just holding.
आए ना आए क्या फर्क पड़ रहा है भाई Carmine को पूरा map तो one-sided खींच ही है.
So this is getting a little dicey, but they're holding for maybe this reaggress.
I know that PRX is going to try and pre-take the site here.
भाई
It's
पूरा
punished. It's picked apart by Carmine Core.
खत्म कर दिया भाई.
It's a flawless round to find double
They are moving towards map 3. धीरे धीरे.
It's a question now for PRX. We know there's no timeouts. There's no opportunity to take a breather. Carmine Core really starting to...
Map 3, counting on map 3, let's go!
Like this echoes back to almost our starting point of this entire matchup. It's the question of form We've seen what PRX can look like in map 1 when it's terrifying, when they are in, you know, that full fight and flight mode, just flying at you across map. And here, missing a little bit in that regard, whereas KC starting to hit towards where they'd want. Late swing comes out and they're hunting them down. Already PRX not going to take the foot off the gas by any means. Didn't get the connections they want. Also, this drift from...
Shot away.
Yeah. Vice got to be careful though.
Yeah, no chance to get that weapon cycled across. Should have a ton of information of how much presence there was towards C. PRX haven't necessarily rotated just yet. Now actually, yeah, the rifle is retrieved. So Monye has that in hand now.
Monye को दिया भाई.
There is a chance for some of these flanks to work, maybe, but they've decided against it, right? Opting against. Side's going to get cleared. No one there.
They were like Monye, you keep it.
Filling that space though, you're going to see something try and
With it.
thread the needle, but look at the spike. Look where it's heading.
Hook line
Great
and
read.
sinker.
Great read here.
Yeah, PRX have taken the bait.
Baki pupils are going towards
Enough
C.
time will pass here where they have a chance to at least get back on, as long as KC are quick about this one. Yeah, finally coming through. An open plant towards Mound. And plenty of opportunities.
अब ये read है कि नहीं पता नहीं.
Through a glance from something, but not noted.
4 through door though. That's a lot of players there. Martin this time in the position Magnum was
दवाई
in
gets
before,
one,
but
लेकिन दवाई को
again,
pick
they
किया और
don't have a
मार्टिन
weapon
ने
to really close this
something को
down.
ले लिया.
You could see that late look
Shot
does
my
get
trick.
handled,
2v3.
but they've had no success elsewhere. I'm just eyeing up
already done.
Monye. Hold on, I'm eyeing up Monye. What is this man up to? He's got to beat Martin and he's got to do it
भाई
fast.
डरा दिया
Absolutely
4
not.
second.
What is the plan here? There's no time for this. This feels...
Ah!
Wait.
Is there time for this? No, it's not.
No.
Close, but no cigar.
Ah, 0.25.
Not even.
वो बॉटल ने डरा दिया.
I was like, yeah, no, he's like a second off here. Huh?
Sometime the round would have pivoted because the game would have pivoted because of that round, man.
Got a little close, didn't it?
Yeah. A little touch and go. I mean, if anything else happens here and it's Martin to fall first, then actually that divide pays off.
Yeah, right. Go back in, this time with a buy though.
अच्छा, that means wave off the pressure. Okay.
Still, it's sticking the landing that's been the hard part. TP gets taken and committed to, so you're going to have Shin towards CT. He can confirm site's clear. Just got to be careful over towards that waterfall side.
गले मिल लिए and Shin by आप city चले गए.
The answer as well. So Plant going to be going down uncontested.
आधे से ज़्यादा गेम तो retake पे खेलना पड़ रहा है.
Spawn here, the paranoia a little off kilter, and Shin will punish. Second punch is beautiful, but he's found it.
Shin is just unleashing. Oh, that's stunning.
3 मारा भाई ने.
3 back to back. Full control in CT.
Shot.
He fancied a bit more, didn't he? But something gonna quell that aggression.
3v2.
Puts him into a 3v2, but again, they don't have step to side. They don't have the ability.
पैसा नहीं है, time नहीं है, map 3 जाएंगे.
Might have caught an audio cue or two there. But still, this is looking like 12. Carmine Court. Maybe giving us a game here. Hoping map 3 could be that highlight between these two. As Narrate does take away Mind Freak. There's just no mercy in these players. After map 1, after what was being done to them, they've come back with an answer.
But a much more convincing map victory.
Map 1 बहुत ज़्यादा convincing था. Actually initial phase में, initial rounds में 5-1 था तो डर नहीं लग रहा था PRX को. बहुत अच्छी खासी rounds की lead थी. मतलब इधर lead बनी ही नहीं.
And then play like this on Lotus. You've got to be feeling fantastic.
Puts faith back in the system, doesn't it? Stepping up to the plate here. This map, you could argue, was one of the crowning jewels of their map pool throughout regular play, but still, actually might get a bit of a fight here. First time we're seeing a bit more pressure put in by PRX over towards this rubble side. So Carmine Core may not get the complete run of the house. They absolutely don't. Forsaken gets taken out. Not gonna get the ball. There's a lot of players. Only gonna get
so much damage.
But he can't make it away. Martin, yes, left low. Narrate down low. And something is behind him. Martin.
पता है इतना आवाज देके गया है.
And now there was one. Monye with a judge and 3 players.
Yeah, not going to get played.
Nothing to do much.
Have to try and recover a weapon here. Fully reset for the 1v3 elsewhere.
It's a GG.
And Martin down to 56, Narrate on 42. Definitely a chance.
It's a GG.
On this as well. He's going to be in a position pretty close by when this plant does come through.
Yeah, he's not a million miles away.
I'll take his video.
Really help matters for him.
Oh, he's going to be on the outside of it though. Oh my
Hello.
God. Where did that just go?
I don't know, but Monier's got him played in here. That's a freebie! And now there's problem. Oh, Martin! He's caught him. He just got a grip on him at the end there. Because there was a window of chance, Mike. But 13-6. Carmine Court are in the server. We might actually have a game on our hands. I want this
GG, man. GG. GG for PRX. GG.
I mean, Narrate and Martin, the two to really step up, stretch their legs on this map too. And like I said, if you're KC, you've got to be feeling good about that.
ये map पे KC was good. Hope you like the new rules or TOs trying to ensure the game doesn't become stagnant and players get enough rest. सही है. I'm sneezing like anything, yaar. कैस्पर को क्या हो गया? 23 divided by 7 equals to 11. क्या चीज होगी? If you tell a lie, we will hang you, and if you tell the truth, we will shoot you. Move one matchstick बोला है दोस्त. अच्छा. बराबर. Perfect. If you tell a lie, we will hang you, and if you tell the truth, we'll shoot you. I'm never wrong. I actually can't recall one time 24. वैनिटी को क्या दर्द हो गया? वैनिटी भाई अलग दर्द में है. स्ट्रॉन्ग ego फ्लैश करना इस बुगी में हालत खराब में. PRX की मैड्रिड वॉच पार्टी सिंगापुर और बांदूंग में. भाई साहब क्या बंदे आ रहे. लेट्स गो. नहीं भाई नहीं देखना. It's time for the rematch. I cannot wait. I felt that. भाई बहुत भड़का हुआ है आज तो। Pablo #7th. Just the I am convinced we are on here. Okay. Come fast and join the best and ultimate clown watch party of it. I what the fuck is going on in the comment section of the post from TC? It's very clearly. Eh? I'll just do eh. ये चल क्या रहा है? Let's check. RIP हार्दिक पांड्या क्यों चल रहा है? What has happened? अच्छा ये है। What the hell is it? Let's go to loud. 2-0. Rohit and Tyron objecting of the loud music. I भाई स्पोर्ट्स के लिए मैं लाउड बोल रहा था, ये तो कुछ और ही तीसरी चीज दे रहे। अरे यार लाउड के चक्कर में ई स्पोर्ट्स के अलावा सब कुछ दिख गया भाई। बाय द वे गाइस, मैं थोड़ा सा माइक और कैमरा ऑफ करूंगा अभी के लिए। जस्ट एंजॉय, मैं आता हूँ थोड़े टाइम में।
This was not what I thought, but definitely something that we need to keep in mind is that, okay, that happened, it is over. It is surprising that it has been this one-sided, and I would say both maps have been this one-sided, and still the scores do not resemble it as good. But then in a sense, I feel that we also have bigger questions for both of these teams, right? Because Casey only played it once during the kickoff, and it was a very funky composition, very much in the PRX style. Yes. That doesn't really suit them, right? So the question is, moving into this third map, what composition are we going to see?
Let's see it. Do they continue with the crazy comp we saw, or do they go to normalcy? No, something different. They're playing a triple initiator comp. We've seen this in the past. DRX ran this comp. In Tier 2 NA, M80 nearly won Ascension playing this comp. It is a very strong composition built off these util combos, and if you're a team not expecting it, it's honestly really hard to play against. Very aggressive, extremity re-clears on defense, and very, very strong retakes.
Yeah, exactly. Look at it. The Omen, the Breach, the KO, so much utility. Even Tomasi, right? Everything to help Martin in this situation. Narrate, we know what he can do in all of this initiators, but for me, this map for them is a new frontier. As I'm saying, no Sentinel for either of these teams. Yes, PRX has that Viper.
Well, it's been a comeback already for Common Core on this second map. The squad who impressed everyone in EMEA has made it this far. Now they're in an elimination game. It's either them or PRX for that last spot in the final, in the playoffs.
Darn right, Mimi. It's do or die. Let's see how the chips fall here and who's going to be sent home. Let's send it back over to Hypoc and Pansy for the call.
Yeah, the final map of the series coming up between these two. Only one can carry on forward, of course, it being the final entire map and match itself, which feels ridiculous that we could be losing one of these two. Such high hopes for Carmine Core coming into this, and PRX almost just a legacy team.
Yeah, the seasoned veterans really of this matchup here. Carmine Core definitely looking for their first big international scalp to really claim. And what an accolade it will be.
Oh yeah.
To come out on top in an elimination game. PRX starting off slow here, the Prowler. Will identify presence here. Again, really eyes on Magnum to be that mid-round swing for KC in this composition. Yeah, the fault line's perfect.
But still, they get damage done, to be fair, but it feels like they were able to at least keep some alive. That looked almost like a death wish going through. Sight looking at least able to have a plant towards it, but the pot flash through the smoke was so good. Lovely work from Narrate there. There's just one left alive. Paint shell could be good, actually. Gonna leave him scrambling. Yeah, there's opportunity, but the one player who's not affected is really Shin. All eyes. Oh, perfect. Come on, you gotta get a. Oh! Show me something! Oh! I believed for a moment there with the HP being lower. A chance beckoned. Wasn't to be. Carmine Core gonna get the first here.
The problem is with this composition, KC have so many opportunities to re-engage, to catch your timing, catch PRX off guard. In round one, definitely already an indication of that. PRX got to have their wits about them. Like you said, in that chaos, able to get a trade back, but so there's just a ton of utility to work with here. Might be a little bit of an exchange here towards A main. It's orb retrieved here. Monnier. Back on the raise again, and questions about just how turbulent some of these composition changes are.
It must be brutal as a player to be kind of, you know, almost getting whiplash from this sort of back and forth role-wise. But again, Monnier map 1 was exceptional. Really highlight credit to his capability. But map 2, I mean, wasn't exactly the headline star, but they've actually got themselves a site here.
Look where Monnier's got himself into as well. Tucked into market.
Still waiting.
Tamazi. The timing on the reveal here. Gonna have his hands full. Gotta be careful.
Yeah. Did he hear anything as he considered it?
आ गए guys हम वापस थोड़ा सा यार छोटू सा ब्रेक लेने गए थे.
He's very aware. No naughtiness here.
Monnier भैया on the race.
Now all of the PRX players are going to be.
Why no KJ Cypher? Why?
Any kit, one paranoia. Oh. No uncertainty about.
Biggest question वही है, why no KJ and Cypher?
This is just going to get very difficult. They can't really springboard off the back of that utility either. Yeah, just outgunned, overwhelmed, 5 alive, and a defuse on the board.
At least एक KJ Cypher needed है भाई. सामने भी नहीं है.
Really gets himself into a very
सामने triple initiator है.
Weaponry and well played. Tomazi to back up, concede once again.
भाई क्या कॉम्प खिला रहे हैं ये लोग.
Time again for Carmine Core. Allow this PRX play style to really fizzle out.
At least एक KJ Cypher तो रखो.
Looking clinical on the retake. Throw some weapons in the mix now. Rifles for PRX. See what they can get done.
Magnum देखो क्या assist दे रहा है भाई. 2 राउंड में 4 assist हो गया भाई का. Perfect stuns, perfect.
Confirmation on the other side now. Our team. Tomazi unchecked though.
To consider it, surely, right? I feel like they're not going to continue on that pathing, but a little bit of a glance there.
ये mid to B हो रहेगा. यहाँ mid to A.
Not going to see anything, so it kind of frees him up in position, right? Store comes in towards short. Shin going to hear enough that he notes there's more than one player here. Prowler's not finding some of the players in the corner, but it doesn't matter. Top middle is the end goal, and Martin's waiting.
बोला ना एमएल टू भी हो रहा है.
A nice opportunity, but it closes, and Shin just gonna try and play forward. Paranoia landed, but
still nearly wins
it. Yeah, thought he had that one.
12 HP है though.
5 standing, couple of them lower, but it's gonna be Tomasi the first to
nice.
blood. Something on the trade out, and now Narrate
Aha.
way through middle.
Yay!
Can win out here, but traded by Forsaken. Now Narrate finds himself.
भाई 10 HP है वो. मतलब 28 HP.
Narrate's been good. He's been very good, and Forsaken has to respect
Look at the respect being shown, yeah.
No one's on stairs or close by. Considers main
now. Like him, करे guys.
Going through all those options, just a flash to try and get him on the cross there, but Forsaken, I think, was unaffected by
Last game of the day. PRX को पूरा support.
He's patient, and you're right, it was respect being shown there and knowing who you're
Actually, last game of the running week, man. मतलब अगला Friday को होगा.
But Monye, great progress towards the showstopper here. KC in a position really with, I guess, some of this utility invested towards short. They know it's a fake. KC know that this is the plan.
इधर Thursday या Friday 21 तारीख या 22 तारीख को है.
Looking to potentially get a little aggressive.
और guys आज अपन पोस्ट मैच नहीं देखने वाले. पोस्ट मैच मेन चैनल पे जाके देखना तुम लोग को. आज बहुत ज़्यादा निकलना है जल्दी.
Perfect timing from Martin, holding them at the door. This is nice from him. Starting to heat up throughout this series, starting to find his footing. These international events looking much better now. Tomasi
को भी मिल गया. यार पूरा राउंड गया भाई. 4 मार दिया. एक करके 4 ले गया भाई. एक करके भैया जी 4 ले गए.
Another example already. Martin just really coming into his own now.
How did you see that last one?
Yeah, you are.
Almost fell off the stage.
Sorry.
So many 4K moments.
I know, this game's been fine.
Who was it that fell off at EMEA?
See, third time out आएगा.
It was actually, wasn't it? Yeah.
और एलेक्स की तरफ से भरा जाएगा.
That was Bayer shouting yes.
That's what the analyst desk is there for. That sort of information coming in hot. Appreciate you. I was trying to read that sign, didn't make it in time. But there has been a timeout. PRX feeling as though they don't have a grip on this one, and I've got to say, in my mind,
a recurring trend, honestly, of early timeouts. Yes. They're almost hitting the panic button, not letting wanting things to spiral out of control.
But also, in my mind, this wasn't a map that I'd really seen Carmine Core lean on throughout regular season.
No, I mean, EMEA, what was it? It was a hard-fought overtime versus Vitality with a different composition, yes.
Now it's the time.
So definitely not something you look at as...
Yeah, at least take round, खींचो वापस.
The composition that... I mean, it has a lot of potential.
If you don't pull out the map.
Seeing the breach toyed with elsewhere. Right there. I mean, 4 rounds have passed, Magnum at 6 assists. You can already see in some of these situations just how much value that pick can have.
Fuck it, they were enjoying in the first map. उसके बाद enjoy करने का chance ही नहीं मिला.
Really sticking to this fight. Didn't want to back away, but has to be cautious. The sheriffs are out, and that rifle would have been a prized possession.
धरती अंबर
शैतान. Every now and then thrown in a dash of it. Controls mid and Narrate.
पूरा जाएगा अभी अराउंड भी. बूम बाम एक करके पीक कर रहे हैं. एक करके आएंगे. एक करके जाएंगे. Forsaken on fade. Shin भैया Forsaken को खाएंगे. अब माइंड फ्रीक की बारी. माइंड फ्रीक भैया एक को मारेंगे. वहीं मर जाएंगे. मर जाएंगे.
Speaking of recurring trends, flawless so far by KC.
भाई साहब क्या एक करके जा रहे हैं. एक करके आ रहे हैं. एक करके जा रहे हैं.
Feeling very, very comfortable for them. Ultimate's coming online now for PRX. Forsaken Monye and something. Divide one off the TP as well, but
He is 2-1-6.
Carmine as well. Bladestorm. The no
Breach के
commands
खाली
really shut down a fast execute.
assist देखने के कभी भी breach as a initiator इतने assist दे सकता है limitless भाई.
Willingness to challenge it. Martin unafraid.
Because breach के stun और flash पे इतने बंदों को मारा जा सकता है ना वो craziness है. Hello.
And now Monier's got to know there's something over here. What the hell was that? The paranoia is going to go. Was one of the players ahead of it?
Boom! 3.
Oh my god!
मैं बोला ना boom 3. अल्टी कैसे मिस हुआ लेकिन?
Finds all three of them, and the site's theirs. I can't believe it. This guy is just unreal. What a round!
भाई वो अल्टी मिस कैसे हुआ?
The no command actually gets popped there. I'm not sure of the exact timing. The showstopper went off, right? Did he get an extra boost in midair from the showstopper being shot down?
Maybe. Show me this again.
Shot लिया.
He did, yeah. He got an extra boost off it.
But shot ले ही लिया था ना हाँ अल्टी बाद में आई है.
Almost like a second satchel.
Yeah.
Moni enjoyed that. Moni enjoyed that. Let's go.
What a way to nullify that confidence, put him back. Potentially a good position to work forward. Martin just got caught at the end of that. That's going to remove his ability to find impact and maybe paint a little picture of the adjustment he was going for.
Something को इतना खुला छोड़ के खिलाते हैं ना ये लोग मस्त लगता है मेरे को.
Something will be rewarded here in these reclearances.
Bro, he's just 5 HP.
30 seconds in here. Like you said, KC happy to post up for these fights. Tomazi lucky to get away. Something creeping closer and closer.
When you got the side, something with a frag on Magnum, man.
Some more space cleared through here for PRX.
Jenny?
Information garnered on the back of that as well.
Shot something! Oh, how you missed that, man? Bro, how you missed that?
Opened up a bit of space here. 3v3. Mindfreak needs to fill that void and he does it well. What can these players do though? Shin down low. Takes it.
क्या आवाज नहीं आएगा आवाज आता है अल्टी के बाद भी हम देखेंगे आवाज आ गया
And PRX keeping 3 alive and just springboarding off the back of that flawless round.
They beautifully done an opportunity to
the round could have been flawless man
thinking that Tomazi had cut enough audio
अगर ये round नहीं जीते
that's where the first comes onto Magnum.
Oh, see that jumping shot. Yeah.
This is the craziest shot actually in the whole round right now.
Wrong agent, but something still making it work.
Woo! Nice off.
Pumping the brakes right back in. Eng.
20 seconds.
Feeling it's time to slow things down a little, have a chat, check back in. And again, if you watch the regular season so far, at least kickoff, you would know that if there's a call coming that he didn't like from Magnum potentially, or they made a choice before, they didn't quite like the direction they were leaning in.
Like करें guys, like करें, subscribe करें. आज लगता है आज 1 बजे तक हो जाएगा खत्म.
But it does seem as though it's mostly the players having a chat. Eng's very quiet in this.
पहला मैप मिस हो गया यार.
Yeah, mostly coming out from Magnum.
Yeah,
then.
Magnum leading the discussion. And awareness shown here from PRX, the way something's creeping up mid here to try and isolate Magnum all the way in spawn. You see they're trying to rectify the issue. I guess negate some of that.
Something is right now 4 and 5 and 7 and 4 for Martin. भाई साहब जैसे ही something को मिला ना मौका वो मौका कर जाएगा.
In these rounds in comparison to the start where he was felt almost omnipresent, right? Like everywhere when he was finding value. So interesting to see that dynamic shift there.
They play full slow 4-1. Yeah, 3-1-1 का default खेलेंगे अब.
It's going to be a slow approach here. Try and put this operator into the mix. Oh wow, say that. Monier's all the way up short now. Boombot will go in, but won't spot Narrate.
Shot.
A wide swing will. Narrate caught completely off guard by this aggression.
And Tomasi, I just invested that, so you're going to be off with the timing a little, maybe feeling a false sense of security as PRX are just around that corner.
Instant peek him आया ना.
Worried about CT, but it's Tomasi close by. That Prowler is very indicative of presence. He knows they're on the way. Martin gonna find the mid presence. Monye falls. Tomasi didn't get that timing right. Divide already over towards lane, and the site will be waving PRX's banner as the plant's gonna come in uncontested here.
Let's go.
Still got somebody disconnected as well. A couple more players. Something. The operator posting up here. Who wins out?
This time, Martin wins it.
Oh, I thought he had that. I thought he might have had it. Forsaken's trying to hit up though in a 1v1. Forsaken up against Magnum. Forsaken's read him. He's ahead.
Shot!
Oh, he's just done him in.
Forsaken is just better.
Scoreline right back up. Carmine Core thought they had maybe this map.
He be like, पहला एक ऑफ लिया, फिर सीधा जी दबाया, गन हाथ में आई, गन ली और मार दिया.
Hard to handle the aggression from Monye coming out. The rest of the team starting to heat up. We're seeing PRX find their footing.
Couple of crucial kills from Martin here. Winning out on that operator 1v1. Says completely caught off guard by Mindfreak's position, I believe. Nonetheless, KC doing everything right on the way back into that retake.
And it's no difference. Rinse.
Oh yeah.
This time, Martin reads. Starting to calibrate what's going on in these rounds. Starting to assess what they're up against. But it's not just one attempt.
Catwalk, clear कर लियो right. Yeah, go है, double है. Clear it.
Left wondering, do I swing it? Do I wait? But the Prowler goes past.
Nice. भाई, sense of play कैसा मस्त है लोग का.
Can only do so much, and even against numbers, Mike, they break.
Spike तो लेके जाओ.
I don't know if something thinks he picked up the spike here, but
he hasn't.
Well, no, the TP comes through regardless. Mindfreak will find the killing blow.
Something by. कैसा जा रहे हो यार? 5 लोग देख रहे हो guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe.
Martin into that position to try and take this engagement, trying to counterbalance that early round aggression, but
Shot.
able to follow through.
इस बंदे को ऑपिंग के लिए ही रखा है. भाई ऑपरेटर तेरी गन है, तू ही चलाएगा और कोई नहीं चलाने वाला है. Just go for it. Any agent you play, you just op. Team support करती है man.
Denying some of this space because KC have been relying on some sort of indicator.
For real.
Relying on PRX to show presence first, and trying to play very reactive based on Magnum's utility.
For real.
This looks good, yeah.
Onion gets सीधा साइट में entry.
Present on towards short, though that could prove a problem on the cross with the spike potentially, but yeah, doors going to shut,
planting.
So that safety net put into place.
मोनू भाई सीधा प्लांट करके किधर और ही देखने लगते हैं भाई.
And already in a 5v4, this is difficult to play back into.
गेको का ये फायदा बहुत है. 19 shots. He just delivered.
Absorbing all issues from that.
He just delivered something crazy.
And Shen is there, converting on towards Mindfreak. Where is this final player? Forsaken.
Bro.
Carmine Core should never have had that round.
100 में से एक बार ये जीतेगी Carmine Core.
Picks apart PRX. Converts a Mastercard Thrifty.
सर पकड़ेगा, पक्का सर पकड़ेगा एलेक्स. एलेक्स को दिखाओ रिप्ले में, एलेक्स को दिखाएं.
I mean, he's back on another one of those jump peaks. Yeah, Mindfreak in a position that's not considered, but
the fans are going bonkers, man. The fans are going bonkers. Martin is feeling it.
Martin was one of the missing pieces of the KC puzzle in some of their weaker games. If he had an off game, it wasn't quite feeling the same, but he's starting to spark a little here. But again, that was a round in a drought. Shin's got to evacuate. Early utility going to force that open engagement. And Martin waiting. This guy's been on it. Does he get another chance here? He can't stick around too long. Does have to finally...
पूरा का पूरा utility. अय्या.
Attempt from Monye, but there's too much presence there.
Hang on, the ping comes through onto Shin. A ton of reveals going through.
Bro.
The null command's popped as well.
This is just
Spike's
such
not down yet.
a bloody battle. Both sides.
That thing is going haywire right now. इधर उधर कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. कभी-कभी इतना.
There was no plant. He doesn't even have the time on his side. He's looking for a fair fight, and he's not going to get too many of them. That opportunity probably just slipping away with Magnum now getting support. Martin just puts the cherry on the
One more, man. One more.
Back in the lead now.
Before the switch.
As well, Mindfreak's got the pit there. Nobody from PRX able to get the plant down, and obviously once that pit comes through, it's that blanket of security. KC able to get ahead of the curve here. Again, the doors removed so quickly that, was it 3 players huddled onto switch here?
Let's go, keep the energy up, let's go, come on. Let's go, nice shit.
Nice stuff.
Alex भड़का हुआ है.
In here and a chance.
Alex fully भड़का हुआ है.
7-5 half. Weaponry available for PRX. Do have the pit as mentioned, but no other tools.
What a close affair, but Martin could get his opportunity to shine.
Alex fully भड़का हुआ है.
Playing towards middle here. I think noting presence. There is late pressure towards A main potentially as well. This is hard to read, hard to gamble on. But does Martin get his play in?
फालतू पीक नहीं आना चाहिए. फालतू पीक आना ही नहीं चाहिए.
Again, how do you read this? You've noted a lot now towards that B side of the map.
Sorry, Tomazi committed towards this anchor once again on B. Happy to throw him up for the slaughter, and timing this time. Not sure if the rotation will come through. Still KC sticking to a 3-man hold on A site. I mean, Tomazi just needs to, one and done really is enough for him.
Yeah.
In this situation.
He can get the help from the TP, right? That's not too surprising.
2 guys both downs. One is at CT. Okay, CT guy.
Look where the spike's going.
Not a lot of time for this.
No,
I mean, they have players on site, so they know that the plant's not coming on B. If
short goes again.
And deny,
they're going
short. Off on short.
Yeah, Magnum. This is it. That stall.
That is
huge. Everything, Magnum. That's everything they need.
Bro, the breach is always crazy. और छोटे मैच पे तो ब्रीच पागलपन जैसा चलेगा भाई.
And because nothing else has really gone on in this round, Magnum has everything to close the door on short.
ब्रीच को मिड पे खिला दो, सेंटर पे कहीं भी कुछ भी दे सकते हैं.
I thought KC were potentially going to be behind this, but it's absolutely beautiful.
That's dreamy.
वो सेकंड भी लाइक करूँ तो करूँ क्या, जाऊँ तो जाऊँ का.
Keep the lead on the half. 7-5. It's a close affair. It's what we wanted for map 3 between
2 minutes.
We'll be back in just a second.
We have 2 minutes. The thing is ना यार, बात करने के लिए कोई हो ना तो मैं प्लीज मेरी बातों का गलत ना लें, जिसमें अपने थॉट्स है वो डिफरेंस होने हो. टूर्नामेंट क्वालिटी हैज ड्रॉप्ड वे ड्रास्टिकली इन रीसेंट टाइम्स. प्लेयर्स की सोशल लाइफ भी खत्म कर रखी है इन्होंने, प्लस पर्सनल ग्रोथ नहीं कर पा रहे. एम्पल अमाउंट ऑफ रेस्ट एंड मेंटल हेल्थ एंड लेस टूर्नामेंट्स बट गुड क्वालिटी टूर्नामेंट्स. एक्चुअली यस, एक टर्म ऑफ के लिए ऐड कर दो सैलरी बूट कैंप. Players and dogs are trying to showcase play. I think TOs will accept the terms and conditions just because they can fit you in team. सही है बात तो. TO लालची बनते जा रहे हैं. प्रोडक्शन क्वालिटी एकदम बेकार रहता है. ऑलमोस्ट हर थर्ड पार्टी टूर्नामेंट में पैसे के नाम पे 2-3 ऑक्स को मिलता है. 90% ऑक्स तो पैसा ही नहीं कमा पा रही है, तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. TO इवेंट कराना बंद कर दे तो अच्छा ही बंद कर दे बस. सोचा का स्ट्रीम करनी, बूम भाम देते रे बंदे आ जाए. बोला ना 2 मिनट अपने को पता है 2 मिनट में कैसे अपन एंजॉय करवा सकते हैं. ट्विटर मसाला देता है.
Martin is revealed here. Well, maybe a little bit of a miscommunication. I don't think anybody else was spotted. Only him marked. We're going to force a rotation early on. We'll draw out a smoke on A main. Still just Monnier looking to shoulder that. A bit of a
that jiggly picking.
Mm-hmm.
When you don't have any kind of sentinel on your team, तो ऐसा ही गेम प्ले देखने को मिलता है, एकदम स्लो एंड स्टेडी. फास्ट तो पॉसिबल ही नहीं है. Because info के लिए zero चीजें हैं भाई.
Right then going to try and reveal who's towards the back of the side itself, and he's going to get one, so they don't quite know about who is it. It's Forsaken.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a surprise. They didn't get the information on. Great trade.
Aye, nice.
Now takes that time to play out.
3v3. Dinged. One main, one first lane.
Martin trying to clear back in, spike back in hand, but for 25 seconds, where are you going to go?
I mean, this is exactly the same.
They are running. They are running.
To make the same rotation in the last round of the first half. Martin tagged up down to 51, Shin at 74, but they might just get the plant ahead of Mindfreak here.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, they're going to get the plant down. Mindfreak close, but not close enough. 40 HP, but he's here.
Agar peek aaya.
Spot one.
Spotted.
And now has to peel away for a second. I think right choice to wait for something to get close enough by to maybe work on some of the picks they get potentially.
बात actually वही है कि अगर peek आया.
Got shot. What do they do about it now? Spamming out towards CT. The door going down. Shin turns his attention, spots him, sharp. Clean work.
एक एक गोली चलाई यार. पेपर एक से अगर बाहर हो गई तो मूड खराब हो जाएगा बे.
Enough damage done to make something, and Mindfreak's chances of closing this out, I guess flipping this back in their favor, a little too difficult.
If they would have got this round, they would have got 7-7.
Common Core very cautious of PaperX starting off the second half explosively.
One enemy remaining.
Always got to be the consideration for them. To win this one out in the end. We'll switch up here just to Mazzy towards B. Information gather towards mid and outside B main, but nothing confirmed just yet. Draw of A site wide open though.
पूरा side खाली भाई.
Just divide.
Everything empty, everything empty. Go, go, go.
Cleared everything else, so they should be pretty heads up that short was the only pressure point.
भागो W करो.
Has allowed for rotation to come in. They've got it down now.
Wait, see the भागो W करो.
Anything of this? The two sheriffs I'm keeping my eyes on with Mindfreak and Divide. They're gonna get themselves.
Baksa clear.
They've at least crossed that first threshold and attacked the spike reveal.
कूद गए.
No chance to really close down on the two players in hell. So Divide, the only one to draw blood.
दवाई भैया एक मारे यो दूसरा मारते. Mindfreak भैया तो चटक जाएंगे अब. पता ही था चटक जाएंगे. Dad, do you think PRX?
Into the third round as well. Decent inventory.
Kind of no.
Couple of rifles on the board. Martin going to be the one to.
Kind of no. Kind of. अंदर से जो फील आ रही है वो बता रहा हूँ.
Good early progress. PaperX.
अगर 4 सेकंड की ओडिन बोली, यहाँ से अगर 4 सेकंड की ओडिन बोली तो कुछ हो सकता है, वरना तो जीजी.
Need an early response from them. KC already
हाँ.
knocking on the door of double digits.
तो 1 बजे तक खत्म हो जाएगा भाई, बोर हो जाऊंगा.
So it might be exactly the same setup here. Now, do PaperX look to explore outside B main? I mean, with the Odin, you'd imagine not in the hands of Forsaken. A 3-man stack towards A site behind this Viper wall. But Mindfreak suppressed actually.
Need
close the gap as well.
Well, that's still uncomfortable there. Yeah, just about kind of evading detection on the other side of it. But Monnier going to be
back off side.
Behind Dice. He's got to be careful that they couldn't create
the timings.
But
look at this though. KC getting very aggressive towards short here.
On the other side,
the timings actually matter.
There's the retake towards short. Monnier.
Let's go.
Keeps his life. Mindfreak keeping him safe. And PaperX really dealing with
that मेरे को ओडिन देखनी है ब्र जाते हुए, एकदम ब्र वाली जाते हुए.
For PaperX to back up here. KC
6-9. Chalo, let's go.
Getting aggressive towards short, pushing all the way through tree, but unable to convert that. I think it's a crucial kill here from Monya. Yeah, Shin TP in the open.
Winnable.
Sure, he thought he was going to get across the wine there, but a little bit of a slip up.
Dawai pumping up, man. Let's go. They just have to remember that एक CC को लेके वो लोग qualify किए थे. CGRS बंदे भाई CGRS को लेके वो लोग ऐसे tournament जीते qualify किए हैं ना. That is crazy. Something पिछले साल में सिर्फ एक international खेला है. Shot.
Quelled and slowed down, and Monye not really backing away either. Still keeping them
जा ही नहीं रहा है भैया. He knows both. Exit. 4v2.
Magnum and Shin left to try and recover this now. Ton of damage done. Still 4 standing for Paper X. Magnum's going to try and fund
82 and 87 मतलब एक -40 है, दूसरा somewhere around -35, 31 के आसपास है.
He might just find something. Yeah, he's already made his way across towards B. Shin spotted here with a jump peek as well.
ये spams में इनका ये सही है, कुछ जगह पे ऐसी डैमेजेस पड़ जाती है ना, दिमाग का नहीं कर देते सामने वालों का.
He found him. Not in the way he wanted, I'm sure, but Shin now forced to save. There's no good outcome for him in that scenario. But yeah, this is looking different now. Paper X starting to get a little bit more of a read, it feels like, a little bit more comfort here. So his first couple of rounds, it was rather uncomfortable viewing. Paper X.
Close left.
Gap here. Shin.
10 seconds left.
अब गन्स नहीं करनी है ना भाई. वो 0 क्रेड्स बहुत भारी पड़ेंगे आगे. वो माइंड फ्री के जो अंडे क्रेड्स है वो बहुत भारी पड़ेंगे.
Oh dear, don't go that side. Something's there. Shin keeps it, but that was getting a little scary as well. Yeah. 9-7, Mike. We've had 2 now consecutive rounds. That has forced Carmine Core into a timeout.
I think Paper X will have the upper hand in terms of these first ultimates coming online as well, but another example of a very comfortable hold on A side here, particularly towards short, where the focal point seems to be for Carmine Core. There's Monye on the other side of this as well to counterbalance that, shutting down A main. Happy to stand his ground.
Time out आएगा. आ गया time out.
They just can't dislodge him.
No. And the way he was able to offset the timing with that was
guys सिर्फ एक लाइक और on the strike तक पहुंच जाएंगे फट से.
Give them that full focus once they swept back through. It's what you'd be after. Now this time you can see Aang being far more involved. Last round it was Magnum being far more vocal. This time Aang is getting involved here, which again if you're maybe not watching ABA, original coach of Gambit, you know, he's coming with a big CV here. He's got some big names behind him, very highly revered in his job. So it'll be interesting to see what he comes up with as the next question mark.
One more like, man. One more like. Like and subscribe, guys.
It's like maybe a strategic adjustment here instead for Zheng to take charge of the timeout. Blade Storm burnt up, not necessarily a massive issue. Fun's still there to support some weaponry for Carmine Court. On the other side, there's actually Monye and Mindfreak building up towards their ultimate. Something to, like I said, the advantage in that regard.
Right there.
Switch up this time. Gonna see, I mean, maybe not particularly a switch up. Something does generally play towards middle, but at the very start, still trying to support Forsaken here. Early utility, that's a problem. Just about gets in front of it and tries to keep his head down, not to be connected on. And that's a lot of information. Again, no damage. Ooh, what? He just slipped.
Bro!
This is ridiculous. Something's still alive, but he's nervous, and you know why? He's just seen a whole lot of players coming towards his site.
Harmonian saved everything.
Just popped his ult as well.
Spike's down on lane.
Oh god, that's a problem. Devi's gonna at least isolate that final man from Massey. They have no idea where he is. Hello? Turn around!
बच गया. कोई और गन होती.
Gets out of the way of the paint shell. And now a fair 1v1.
He's got his reveal back as well.
This is everything. You can see Monye tries to evade it, tries to keep undetected. To Massey so close to the
Ah!
He's got him. Paper X take another step closer.
Bro, पीछे क्यों नहीं मुड़ा लेकिन?
Right down to the wire though. Tomazi slipping the net.
टाइम पे पीछे मुड़ना वैसा ही क्या जिंदगी में एक बार आगे बढ़ गए तो पीछे मुड़ के नहीं देखते.
PRX bring it within one now. Carmine Core back on a purchase. With that investment in the previous, you got to say the advantage now lies with them in terms of the ultimates. Something on an operator. Noted very early on in the round. Tomazi commanding a lot of this space over towards B. I guess with the operator showing its hand early on, they feel like maybe something's rotated elsewhere.
Odin है, operator है, एक phantom और 2 vandals. Let's go.
We'll show to the Prowler.
अरे spam कर दिया बाबू.
Yeah, that's really lucky timing to slow this down, and the follow-up, especially on the rate of all players, is so fortunate. Something gonna smoke or get smoked off on the cross, and look at the immovable object. Something dips his toes in, catches Magnum, but now the counter-strike back. They start flooding back, winning these fights. PRX, that flash, they've got to try and make the most of it. That was so good to Massey. Invest in the ult with the flank. Look at Monye. Getting a step or two closer, but the eyes have turned to Massey. The penny dropped. The plant's in, but does he consider it? There's the swing. Oh, it's exceptional from Tomasi. And something
Save करो 8:10. यार round था.
Surely he's going back in for this. Feeling confident, down to 500 credits, not an awful lot left in the bank. Not revealed up. We're going to try and find the kill on.
सामने वाले पे भी ज़्यादा credits है नहीं ना, इसके लिए जा रहा है वो. कि भाई अगर एक आधे व्यक्ति और मिल जाती है.
And even with all of that success, still KC.
So some or the other way.
Find themselves double digits here on map.
He can get advantage. अरे यार इसलिए.
I've got to see that again from Forsaken's POV.
Yeah. I want to see the whole round again. Just it felt so.
The C's lands it. It completely takes the punch out of this execution. He then shuts down Narrate.
Who had his ult, by the way, going at that point. Here we go.
यहाँ पर ठीक है मिला. Breach का ulti आया.
Comes out and he read it. He was so ready for it.
So ready.
That's wild.
It's one of those random shorty purchases that you're just like, wow.
Maybe. Oh, Tomasi had a round too.
Yeah.
That kind of pressure he brought over towards market, taking that space away, making them so.
अबे यार remote खराब हो गया इसी का.
That's unlocked 10 on the board for Casey. Double digits is huge. PRX got to start firing up here. This is tournament life. This is everything.
Woo!
That's what they needed. Monye gives them 2. Backs away. That's Martin. That's Narrate gone again. That's with a stinger. Yeah, they get the sight, but
we talked about him being completely unfazed.
Monye by, but ये नहीं करना. Oh, short rare something.
Served, but still tipped again in the favor of PRX with that kill from something coming out. Plant is ticking though.
Some mollies.
Something's gonna get a rifle as well. That's in play. Right there. They gotta start moving here. Magnum turns his attention. That could be an issue. That could be an opening. Forsaken didn't note it. Oh, Magnum! Is this your moment to shine? Mind Freak only has a classic. Can he evade the stun? Mind Freak gets the upgrade, gets the rifle, and now they get this extended 1v1. One side now locked off. It's not what he wanted there, but Magnum now feeling the pressure. He's closing him down. Ringer, Rose.
No time.
Magnum playing with
no time. Magnum played it so well. It's okay if he dies, but he got the round for his team. It's 11-8. I thought Pacific की दोनों teams ऊपर रहेगी, but नहीं यार, नहीं हो पाएगा वो.
On the snake bite, but nonetheless. And all of these rounds just seem to start with big wins for PRX. Big wins.
Forsaken in the last round. You had Monyet this round. How much more can they do? They're giving you 2 at the very start. It's showing that depth of KC.
Late rounds में बहुत problems create कर रहे. 3v5 था.
Let's find out. Still a good purchase to play with this time around for PRX. They've got to make this count. The pressure is
हो गया भाई.
Narrate off to a good start.
Oh!
Again on the bailout. He'll get you 2 if he can, but Martin answers
3v3 now.
Look at what remains now. Mind Freak on beat, and you're right. Monye's up in spawn. What a switch around of positions.
KC slow things down now. They've equalized the head count. Desperate to find another piece of information, another scrap sent out by PRX.
3v3 भाई ये mid पे क्यों बैठ गए?
And they're waiting for PRX to walk around the map.
They're waiting for that reaggress. Devi, I mean, he's not actively doing it. He's kind of repositioned towards B because they're putting a lot of faith in Monier's position. Obviously, short is open, but that's something you'll have to respond to.
I think Tomazi was just calling.
Oh, Devi! 1-for-1 trade. There's still a player on B.
2v2.
No
Again,
way. No
there's
way
no way they
Magnum
read
catches Tom. No way he catches Tom.
1v2 actually.
In hell,
And the
Monier,
round is gone for.
Mind Freak, and another 2K coming out from Forsaken. Gonna keep PRX in touching distance. KC aren't out of the woods just yet. Look at that run of rounds. 3 on the trot, the break back through from KC, and an instant correction. How's the money looking for Carmine Core?
Well, look too pretty. I mean, 2 away from the Blade Storm, so an opportunity potentially, but... The tension's rising here on map 3. Only SMGs to work with here for Carmine Court. If you Monnier, definitely an opportunity.
Nice shot.
Shut down Martin off the rip. No chance of converting that stinger into the Blade Storm this round now.
Big opportunity for PRX here.
Nice.
Keep the weapons up. Start taking back that momentum. This is huge. Cross should be
nice.
Yeah, perfect.
Well played, Davai. डर नहीं Davai ये.
You got one, but with 18 HP and a stinger and no upgrade close to touch, I think he knows this one is
Nothing better to get in.
to make the impact in.
The pings on the minimap already.
Something ले लेगा इसको. खत्म.
Lovely.
All right, looking for the round the world to try and find a cheeky kill, maybe an upgrade elsewhere, but
this is game back on, Mike.
Yeah.
This is 10. They've got ults coming online. They've got rifles coming out. They've got Carmine Core back just not under the heel, but this close by. Oh.
PRX, I guess, off the start of this round.
ये comp मैं एक ही प्लॉय.
Right side of the scoreboard here. Yes, Carmine Core on the brink.
0 0 500 300 500.
It might actually lock down a main.
If they kind of lose this one,
yeah, cause Carmine Core to reconsider.
Majoristically, it's a GG.
Reconsider plan A in this round.
Majoristically, it's a GG.
Counterbalance this with the operator on short.
But Monnier just walked.
Why?
That was a really bold play to bring out there. Maybe he felt he had that support from short, but didn't get what he wanted, and that puts a problem towards B.
Yeah, Forsaken's going to have his hands full here.
He has been good for 2.
Something's got the cross.
Don't
He's
turn
giving
away.
it up.
Don't turn away. Go.
Shot. Exit.
That's got to be so revealing. Oh my god.
Shot.
Another one, something. Perfect. Ult now triggered, and he actually
doesn't get
evades
stunned.
Magnum. That's massive. Forsaken.
Woo.
Teed up and knocks them down. It's everything you would have wanted for them. And now Martin.
पागल है ये लोग इतना शॉट ही दूर कैसे चलाते हैं? भाई Forsaken, and something is built different, man.
11 apiece now.
In the 11th hour, they do it.
Something is built different. Watch these shots, yaar.
Such fine margins here. Something giving up the cross, coming back to it, catching Shin on the second peak. Forsaken delivering time and time again as this B-side anchor.
अरे यार.
Back down to SMGs, a Blade Storm to work with this time around. PRX don't look like they're letting their foot off the gas at all in terms of aggression. A 4-man probe outside A here to get the orb.
Gamble काम आ रहा है लोग के लिए कई बार.
On the site right now, they're leaving Mind Freak towards CT. That is the only adjustment we're seeing here. They're allowing this space, maybe having enough faith in this ult and these plays. Oh, it's so good. The timing on that, obscene.
As soon as Narrate popped the ult as well.
Every time he pops his ult, it's just cursed, but Martin gonna get one back. Smokes off, maybe give them a chance on the res here too. This
उठा दिया जाएगा 5v4 में convert हो जाएगा game with the post plan done.
How do they get to the site? This was with Stingers, Spectres, Sheriffs and an ult. Where is that next layer? Here it is, here it comes. Martin gonna be noted, he is in danger. Can he somehow weather the storm? No. Forsaken puts him away. Now,
nice shot, go fast!
Mike Freak joins in, PRX starting to sweep the site. Down at Magnum.
Woo!
Mike Freak again, that's his site.
Nice! Chat GG or OT? It's GG man, it's GG. I want it as a GG. Vote it for GG, no OT. No OT, no OT, it's a GG man.
The hopes and dreams. What was that adjustment from something there?
Oh, here we go. More of that.
To get fired up.
More of that. But they're not done yet. There's a buy still here for Carmine Core. This is not done yet, but that's big information.
What?
Though, a lifeline given for Carmine Core off the back of his start. That is everything they needed, but with this man still standing, there is no safety. He can still change around. Does he read it again? The adjustment, not wanting to play from the catwalk itself, considering maybe they already thought about it. Again. He is the one that gatekeeps this round. He needs to hold this angle. He needs to catch 1, 2. Is he ready for this? Are they ready for this? You can see Mind Freak moving closer as well. Starting to get curious.
See just how close it is. Something gives it up.
Ah, yaar!
I thought he was going to... Mind Freak not going to be able to do much
more. He just got one. He just got one.
And it's all on Forsaken. A 1v4. And Jot. This deserves OT.
If it does this, PRX का एक bundle giveaway. चलो.
The hero of Carmine Core, getting them up to 12, and of course this game was going on.
भाई अगर ये कर लिया होता.
Absolutely fitting end to this map 3 and this series overall. Martin on the brink of 30 here, digging so deep.
Main पे push किया वहाँ पे Martin ने expect किया.
Solid understanding. PRX are playing in some of these mid rounds.
Martin is just on fire right now. He is just
round 25 operator in hand for something. KC back on the defense now.
What a great game.
Absolute banger.
Man, you couldn't ask us anything better than this. OT now. Something. Careful, Martin.
हर बार ये
forced away. That gives something the angle.
yeah.
You serious? Underestimating something when given that information is a critical error.
Magnum still positioned towards Pizza, but PRX very quickly disengaged. Spike not committed just yet, so PRX looking to just find these picks. Tomazzi lucky to escape with his life here. Actually gets a tag.
Narrate का HP देखो.
Down to 80 HP. So was going to be a stun coming through from Magnum there, but they pulled the rotation. Look at the minimap. KC stacking the chips towards B site.
Bro.
Now the knife does reveal the, the horrible reality of the scenario if you're a Carmine Core fan that, well, they're not coming B anymore. But they weren't quick on the uptake. They didn't overly dive into here, but the site will be theirs regardless. Do they go for almost the pre-take or do they wait? I think they're going to do now. Onye very close by here. Gonna get himself propped up on Jen.
Damn it.
Looking maybe set
just spam it.
Here.
Send the C's through first.
कहाँ का C's है?
Actually doesn't catch it, doesn't even go over the wall.
No, that could have been big too. The paranoia is going to go.
Nice shot! Nice shot! It's done! It's fucking done!
punch to the gut of KC, who fought tooth and nail to take this all the way to overtime. Something really starting to heat up now with this.
And your hand case is done.
Undeniable value found by him.
He's like, tell them to sit down, man.
Big timeout just came in. I just caught a glimpse of it. It's Carmine Core. We're in OT, so it kind of changes it.
He's like, tell them to sit down, man.
Now that's going to be again Eng right back in here. Magnum again. This is very hard once you get into OT.
Because that is the only thing.
Not impossible, but it's one of the hardest things I feel because it goes out of the normal realms of reality. You're not playing a standard game anymore. So I think this is a good time to pump the brakes and try and check back in, calm the nerves a little. You've still got a very young team here.
Exactly, yeah.
काम को कैसा सेट करूँ रे?
Obviously, KC's opportunity here to really claim one of the international titans of Valorant and a victory over them.
Yes.
Again, uncharted territory for this roster. Shin, the only real legacy really remaining from Carmine Core. Everybody else, newcomers.
Are they writing on all chat something? कुछ भी नहीं ना.
Lots to consider here.
वो बोलता हल्की सी अगर नहीं कर भी नहीं तो क्या ही फर्क पड़ेगा वो वाली चीज़ है.
PRX drawing blood first in overtime, but back on the defense now.
Something again on that operator. Something is 20 and 16 on that Gecko. 4 seconds is 20.
Actually, does the combo catch? No, it doesn't. Actually, finally, Monnier punished in this position. It's been so difficult to dislodge him from there.
Oh, he's been near on prolific at his damage. How many rounds? 2 kills, 3 kills, just impact. So great adjustment and a really strong read. But there's bodies behind this, Mike. It's not just Monnier. They still have 2 other players, which I don't know if they're expecting that. But now, probably a lot of utility going to reveal who's present on this site.
Again, the other switch up being Forsaken over towards A site.
Forsaken should go for that Odin, actually.
Yeah, huge.
A ton of information.
Him only.
But Defy and Forsaken almost committed towards a site hold here. There's no getting out for the retake.
No, you've got to stand. You've got to try and hold that ground.
Why नीचे गिर गए? Forsaken gets 1. Dawai gets 1. Forsaken 1 more. Bhai Forsaken and Dawai. This is crazy. The duo, man.
Keeping hope alive for themselves. Take it to OT. Beating Carmine Core.
This duo, man. This duo. कैसे भाई? इस डुओ ने पूरा गेम पलट दिया. Anyways guys, आज जाना पड़ेगा. आज थोड़ा सा काम है मेरे को रात को एक्चुअली भी. So I have to go because थोड़ा सा पढ़ना है रे. बाकी कुछ नहीं है, हल्का फुल्का पढ़ने का है. Guys, make sure अगर आप लोगों ने enjoy किया तो make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Till then, bye bye, take care. हम लोग मिलेंगे आपको कल से actually watch parties नहीं है basically. So I'll meet you guys tomorrow. Till then, bye bye, take care, see ya. Good night.